glad you didn't decide to like take a nap or something. I know you did. I know you did.
Wonderful. All right.
Heyo.
Perfect. Hey guys. Hey. Welcome to Roll the Roleplay, the D&D show that forces my players just to roll with it. I am Dan, your DM. You know what it is. Hey, what's up? We're in episode 22. Whoop whoop. Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome. I know. And big shout out back to Cal, who is now back and is alive as Oz. We were very happy about that. We thank Ball indeed, or Raven Queen, or
yeah,
whatever god you are.
No, I made that mistake once. I'm not thanking the Raven Queen anymore.
Love it, love
I
it.
had to kill somebody, so
You did.
thanks.
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone again for tuning in again. Oh, hi Sarah, hi Emily, hi Tyler. Man, we already have a good amount of people here. I love you guys so much. Yeah, so before we get into it, just a couple things to cover. So next week, so a week from today on the 13th of October, we will not be streaming. So we will be having a bye week. So we will be returning on Sunday, October 20th. So if you want to have a break from us, that's fine. Or you can watch our old episodes. I'll leave that up to you. So no streaming next week, Sunday. Also, all of our players reached to level 9 now. They completed level 4 of the Undermountain. So I think it would be kind of cool just to kind of, again, say hi to everyone and also go over what new things they got. So why don't we start with, since you're back and eager to play, I assume, why don't you start? What did you get with your level 9?
Hi, I'm Cal, and I play Oz. I think I just got some new spells, to be honest. I got a 5th level spell slot. So now I can cast Summon Celestial. I can cast Raise Dead, which is like Revivify, but gives me... It's like Revivify and Gentle Repose mashed in one. So I can revive someone within 10 days of them dying, but it takes more diamonds.
Sorry to interrupt. Dennis, are we able to turn down the music just a little bit? It looks like it got a little bit loud. No worries. Thank you again for your help with that. Sorry, Oz, continue.
No worries. What else?
Thank you.
The cloud kill and insect blight, whatever thing it was, the thing that killed me, I can now cast.
Hey.
And then I also took flame strike as a possibility, which is like, they call it a vertical column of divine fire that roars down from the heavens. It's a 10-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of fire. So
I
I'm
love
excited
that.
about that one.
I'm excited for you too. Yeah, because you have your domain spells. I think that's part of it, right? The cloud kill, maybe.
Cloud
Fire.
kill. Yes, cloud kill is my part of my domain, and then
Mhm.
also, what was the other?
Is it insect plague?
No. it
Contagion,
was,
maybe. Oh no, that could be Justin's. Because I know Zayn
anti-life shell, I think.
Oh.
It was.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yep.
And then you have divine strike as well as an ability, right? Did you were talking about that, or is that later?
Oh, the divine spark.
Yeah, spark. That's what I meant. Sorry.
That thing. So this is actually part of the new D&D thing that the new rulebook. And Dan said that I could have it. So it allows me to be able to take my holy symbol and point it at someone, and I can either heal them or damage them for 1d8 plus my wisdom modifier. So I can heal people without casting a healing spell. Yes.
That's awesome.
Not a lot, but it's a little bit.
Every little bit helps,
Yeah.
honestly. No, that's great. Yeah, again, happy you're back. Glad you leveled up, and yeah, there's a lot of new toys and things you guys can play with, so I'm excited to see. Thank you, Kel. Hey, Kimarie, what's going on?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Kimarie. I play me Kill. I'm a boy.
There we go.
Artificer. There we go. Thanks, Kel.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. I wanted to mention
How
one
dare
last
you.
thing. I know I'm horrible. Kel did mention that I did approve something from the new D&D set to the character. So basically, had a good group meeting with everyone. Basically, anything new in that new book, pretty much they talk to me about to see if they want it, and then I make the decision if I think it's fine or not. Like one thing with Simena, I know they're not here right now, but I made their wild shape a bonus action instead of regular action because I didn't think it would hurt. So
Yeah.
that's
Woohoo!
so yes, Kimarie, feel free, continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. So for Artificer at level 9, is quite an upgrade, so I'm super excited.
Yeah.
So I have level 3 spells now, but woohoo!
You're a half
Hey.
caster, okay?
I'm a half caster. I am.
Yeah.
So two 3rd level spell slots. I also picked. I can't find it. Oh, because my thing's too long. Water walk.
Phrasing?
I know. Sorry. I picked water walk because we're going through all this river stuff. So I figured I was like, we could walk on the water. I
Yeah.
also get mass healing word and gaseous form at 9th level, which is cool.
She's gonna turn into a fart.
So I could turn into a fart. Yep.
Can be very useful.
Yeah.
Acid green chartreuse fart.
Yes. Awesome.
An
I can't.
STD.
There's something else I got, but I can't.
There's
Lesser restoration?
mhm.
You guys also did
yeah.
something with your potions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
potions
yeah.
too.
Big
I got more
part
potions.
of your class, Kimarie.
Shut up, Justin. Leave me alone.
No
No.
worries. So a few things. Kimarie, did you want me to go over it, or would you like to?
Sure. I'm struggling. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. So, one thing I wanted to mention too, and this was kind of a thing that Kimarie and I were working on too, because we thought it'd be really cool, because they're kind of a wizard in a sense, but with potions. So, Kimarie, already, has an ability to make potions every long rest. So they roll a certain die, and then whatever number lands on in this table is the potion that's made. So what I decided was any new type of potion DM's discretion, would come up. Mikhail would spend 8 hours to learn that potion and like consume it. It's gone, and then they can put that in a table, so that they have a potential to make it in the future. And one of the slots is choose a potion basically. So like they have the option to randomly get it or choose it depending on what they roll. Now, Kimarie, you have restorative reagents. That
Yep,
is an
I just
ability.
found
Yes.
it.
Yeah. So when a creature drinks an experimental elixir you created, which is the dice roll on the table, the creature gains temporary hit points equal to 2d6 plus your intelligence modifier, which is 5.
+5.
So the 2d6 plus 5 temporary HP, and that's per potion. Also, you can cast lesser restoration without expending a spell slot and without preparing the spell. Prove to use alchemist supplies, which you do. So
Always do.
basically cures blindness, deafness, paralyzation, which I think is really useful, and you do that for free. It just takes an action. So that is really essential in case you come across things. And then yeah, your proficiency bonus goes up too. I think everyone's proficiency bonus goes.
Yes, it did. That too. Woohoo!
Yeah. So I don't think there's anything else I'm missing. Am I with you? I think that kind of covers it.
It is what it is. We'll find out.
Sounds good. No worries. Justin, how you doing?
Great.
Cool. What did you get with Zymina? What new goodies? Level 9.
Just 5th level spell, same as Cal. Spellcasters are unique in that they don't get much uniqueness
Yeah.
outside of the spells, so.
Well, I did mention we did change your wild shape to make it a bonus action instead of a regular action. So,
right, as per the new rules, since there's some overlap that's worth changing.
yeah.
Since I'm not a combat wild shape druid anyway, it doesn't really affect too much other than combat fluidity, or I guess what we were talking about in our chat was action economy. Some things just constantly get in the way of being able to like do things. Like if I wanted to wild shape in combat, it means I can't cast a spell. So it's kind of like this helps in the event that I can cast a spell and then maybe wild shape to get myself out of a situation, or maybe help with the different situations. So hopefully that'll be something I can do in the future, because I mean, you guys have only ever seen me wild shape in combat once as what was that, like
right?
4th or 5th level when we were on the dock ward
Mhm.
fighting what was that creature?
It was like it was like a merfolk type of thing.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
Nahagan?
No.
Nahogan?
something like
Sahagin?
that. Yeah.
Something.
Sahagin,
Yeah,
yeah.
so-
Nahagan? I don't know.
Yeah,
Nahagin?
so Sahagin, whatever it is,
Yeah.
however you want to say
I
it,
don't
doesn't
think
matter.
I don't think it was a Sahagin.
No. It's
Either
dead,
way,
but it doesn't
so
matter.
it'll be cool to hopefully maybe utilize that more, but
Yeah.
there's a little overlap with some of the spells that me and Cal tend to get, since we're both of a kind of death. Well, they're literally a death class, but I'm like a death style subclass. But I also get access to Cloud Kill.
And
I
you
also get
more,
access
I
to
think.
Contagion.
Mm,
So we
yeah.
both get Cloud Kill. I don't get Insect Plague though. I could learn it on my thing, but that's like a pre-prepared spell for me, is Cloud Kill and Contagion. And I also, well, did you look into Summon Draconic Spirit? Because I know it's part of.
I haven't
His
yet, I'll
bands.
be honest with you, but if you wanted to bring it in the session, then we can definitely look at it there. Otherwise, we can talk about it
I
afterwards.
mean, I can always circle back and choose something
Yeah.
else until you get a chance to look at it.
Yep,
I mean,
sorry,
it's
haven't
all
done it yet.
concentration anyway, so. But I mean, yeah. So I get the same things as Cal and Oz. Level 10 will be a little bit bigger because I get a different feature for my druid stuff, and we get an additional 5th level spell, I think. So that'll be pretty fun.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Justin.
You're
All
so
right, hey-
welcome.
Thank you. Hey, Dennis. How you doing?
Doing well.
Good. I know you didn't get a lot for level 9, but did you want to mention like 1 or 2 things that you got?
So I get an additional damage die when I crit now. So instead of rolling an additional 2 die, I roll 3.
Holy crap.
So,
Yeah. At the D12.
and I'm
Yeah,
already
already
doing a lot of damage, so it'll just be more.
Yeah. Also, I think your rage damage goes up too, right? I was looking at it. I mean, unless if I'm mistaken, let me take a look.
As far as I can see, with 9th level,
Let me see here. So 9th level, you are at a +3 rage damage. So you add a +3 now. You do get another +1 damage to that. So every time you rage, it's additional damage. Yep.
Nice.
So now additional die, proficiency goes up by 1, and your rage damage goes up by 1. So very good.
I don't know why that's not reflecting in my damage roll, I guess.
I don't know.
For on D&D Beyond, but whatever.
Well, at least just know that you have it. So whenever you get your total at the end, just add, if you're raging, just add that +3 at the end to it. Okay, cool. All right. Well, thank you again, everyone. And I guess let's get to it. I wanted to make sure we kind of covered everything. So let's roll into today's episode of Roll or
Roleplay.
That was good. Roleplay. All right,
So
here we
good.
go. So good. All right, in our last episode, our players were continuing through level 4 of the Undermountain, the Twisted Caverns. They decided to take the Strahd control gem that they found and give it to the alchemist, with hopes of having them fulfill his promise by providing the location to the next level. Also, he provided with more information about the next level. It's called Willowwood. It has a huge forest, and there is a dragon. So I guess the alchemist did mention that there is a forest. As our players were trying to find the exit, they managed to successfully sneak past a lot of hook horrors without a problem. Ximena also found a pipe of some sort wedged into a pile of corpses that the hook horrors were feasting on. As our group continued on, they found 3 shackled troglodytes. Ximena and Mikhail decided to move forward, but Krieg stayed behind and freed them and didn't tell the group. The troglodytes then ran away, and our group then continued through the caverns and encountered a lot more troglodytes, and the area became very slimy. Later on, our group found the brazier to teleport back to the Yawning Portal. However, was interrupted by an illusion of the aboleth that inhabits this level. He threatened our group to stay away from his lair, and our group agreed very quickly. So then our group touched the brazier and teleported back to the Yawning Portal. Back in the tavern, they reconnected with Strahd and filled him in on Oz's death, the aboleth, and what happened on level 3 and 4. Ximena did an insight check on Strahd and determined that even though Strahd has the same overall goal as our players, there may be something additional that benefits Strahd separately from the group. After that conversation took place, the Waterdeep villains came back from the level, and both groups left the Yawning Portal to their respective homes. A couple days passed, and Ximena picked up the remaining amount of diamonds needed to cast the spell Revivify on Oz. Mikhail, Krieg, and Ximena surrounded Oz in their bedroom, and Ximena performed the ritual. The room became a temporary mushroom garden, wrapping Oz in a cocoon that shattered after a few brief moments. Oz then came back to life. Oz wanted to send a paper bird to Nanette, saying the following: "I died, but now I am not dead." End quote. Oz mentioned that when they were dead, they interacted, and I remember that, Oz. That was... Oz mentioned that when they were dead, they interacted with their former queen's clique. According to Oz, Clix only has half a face, the rest is skeletal. He also now worships Merkel, the god of death, and plans to visit our players soon. For more information, please rewatch last week's episode when I had a one-on-one with Oz. Lastly, we ended the episode with the big quiz of the Undermountain's first 4 levels, and our group managed to win and receive the Scroll of Revivify. So good job to you guys. Alright, let's get to it. I know we had a little bit of a lengthy intro, but a lot has happened. So let's get into the Yawning Portal right now. So you guys just won the quiz. The villains look upset. Manchun gives you a very intense glare as Ximena looking at you, knowing that he had been beaten. But then kind of slowly closes his eyes and turns away and just heads down to the well. Lyrell and the rest of their team do the same. So it is now up to you guys if you want to do anything else before heading down to the level.
I just look at the rest of the team and I say, why was he so angry about losing?
Sore loser?
Because he's arrogant.
I have a feeling he's gonna take that to heart.
Yeah.
Well,
It's fine. It's fine.
when you're angry, you don't think about what you're doing and you make mistakes. And that's what it's gonna make them do. So
I can only hope so.
Strahd comes out to the four of you guys and says, I'm so proud of you. Good job. And Oz, I know I didn't say this before. I should have said it sooner, but it is great to have you back. You see him
Thanks.
smile. Well, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Best of luck with the next level.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And he just gestures you and nods for you to go down the well.
Here we go to kill a dragon. Just kidding.
So,
Or
you guys
make
go down.
friends with the dragon.
Or make friends with it.
You guys get down to the lobby, and the brazier is all set ready for you. You put all four of your hands there, and you are teleported back into level 4. Let me bring up. I just have so many folders up. There we go. Map D. Yes. Okay. So, actually, before we do that, I wanted to show you the big map because I always like to do that at the beginning of the session too. So this is how much you've explored in case you wanted to explore any more, and also this is the art for the 4th level that you completed.
Hey.
So there
Nice.
you go.
Yeah, we didn't run into any of that, so
No, you didn't.
fun.
No.
Little
Nope.
glimpse into
See the big little meaty guy on the left
I
side.
think crab quads.
Very clap.
Yeah, we really tried to do everything we could to avoid any more encounters. So
Yep.
And you did a great job. So yeah.
Very much.
Yeah, so good job. So right now, as you teleport back, all of you are immediately like submerged into the water, and you try to like get back up and and your horse tries to swim and get breath. The water is pretty slimy, and you guys are slowly descending down south. Is there anything you want to do?
I have a ring of water walking.
That's right, you do. So you have that. So you're fine. You're walking. The rest of them,
I mean,
on the
if,
other
if
hand,
everybody wants to wait 10 in-game minutes, I can ritual cast my water walk.
I'd be okay with that because we'll kind of go by the shore, I guess, and wait. Because who knows how long we're gonna have to walk or swim in this water before we reach land, going to the next level. So I think it's a good idea.
I would feel like Simon does not want to swim, and I don't really want to swim. I mean, granted, it's our horses swimming, but
Well, the icky water. I think
Yeah,
swimming
icky
is
water.
fine in general, but not the icky water.
yeah. So
Also, I haven't summoned my horse back yet, so
oh, sure.
True.
So as you go back to the shore, you stick your hand out as well, and then nice cold just right comes out, and then you see your horse coming from the ground. Just see kind of like the limbs starting to attach themselves again, and it's just straight out Tim Burton, just like
Yikes.
like a horse to death comes out, and
Where's
then
the dog?
just nudging you.
Aw.
yeah, I hugged my horse.
Oh yeah.
Not the. Oh yeah. Okay. Calm down.
That was just like it's
Mikhail,
nice.
So you're ritual casting
Ritual casting.
water walk. How are you doing that?
Yeah, so I mean I target us and our horses, and I kind of just see it as like I'm using my hands, and I'm kind of just going like this. And it just this like fell or chartreuse green energy circling, and like water droplets forming, and eventually everybody will have it like under their feet. I imagine like this fell green under their feet. Chartreuse.
All of you
under their
guys, really. So it's
feet. Yeah, or a horse's feet.
Yeah, so it's basically grants you the ability to move across any liquid surface, so not only just water, but acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava, as if it were harmless solid ground. So you pretty much...
Yay.
I'll just say while Mikhail is casting it, since it's just kind of like 10 minutes of us all awkward just standing there, I would just fill Oz in on everything that has happened, because I don't think we really took the time to explain anything that had happened after they had died.
Nope.
Especially like my suspicion with Strahd, like not telling us the full story, explaining this level's layout from what we encountered, you know, the craziness of the aboleth, of course, like why we didn't choose to engage with it in the event that, you know, unless Oz wants to. This is your moment to think if you want.
No.
But just so you have some input on where we are, so you're not just completely in the dark.
Cool. I will also finally fill y'all in on the click interaction. So.
Okay.
Fun stuff.
Cool. All right. Mikhail, your water walking ritual has been completed.
Yay!
And you test it out for the first time, and it's just like you're just walking on ground. So you and your horse and everyone else's themselves and their horse all have the spell. It's good for 1 hour.
1 hour.
Yep.
Yay, that's fun.
Yeah. So are you guys progressing to the next level? Or is there anything else here you wanted to do or go back to previous levels?
I mean, we could go and explore the drow area if you guys really wanted to, but I don't know that I'm ready to take on an aboleth if we have to.
Nope. I don't really want to.
Yeah, I'm fine. Continuing on.
All right. So you guys head further south in the River Sagoth. As you continue down, the water becomes less slimy. And you're walking. You see the water is rushing a little bit more. As you get to a certain point, probably like within 20 minutes later, you notice a waterfall that's down. Looks like about 40 feet high.
Oh.
Awesome.
Okay, so I'll just cast Featherfall on all of us so we can we can gracefully fall down the waterfall and not take any damage.
All right.
Kill MVP first 15 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no other way out of it, is there?
You do notice there are some spiky rocks at the bottom of it. There's some river chewing.
Yeah, that's not what I meant about getting out of it. Like
I know. I'm just letting you know what's there. They're really not that you see by any chance. It's just a cave system and just leads to a waterfall. I'm going down 40 feet.
Great.
So, Mikhail, you cast Featherfall. And you just roll your eyes like, okay, here I go again.
I'm
And
dying of how useful I am right now.
you are useful. You are useful.
No, but it's funny.
Well, everyone's useful in different things. I mean, this is important stuff. So,
Yay,
you
Featherfall.
cast. Yep, Featherfall. So you and all of your horses just gently move like a feather, and then you land on the roaring river that actually is now a little bit more calm. And after another 15 minutes, you start getting to the end of this cave, and you are a little bit blinded because you notice that there is maybe sunlight
Oh, yeah.
at the end of this.
The forest.
So,
sunlight. Well, it'd be nice to encounter something that isn't always caves and caves and caves. And you know what?
Right?
More caves.
What?
All that gray light.
And it's dark. Like, if we didn't
Yeah.
have dark vision, it would be very, very dark. When you have your lantern, do we give that back to Cal?
No.
There is no we. I have it right now.
I know you.
I will
there's
give it
no
back
we.
if Oz asks for it, but there is no we in
I
you
was
giving
it.
something I have.
I'm just asking if you gave it back.
I still have that little necklace lantern that
That's
I've got.
true.
So.
Right. Oh, yeah, I definitely tell Oz about the Slod or Slotty. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it was really ironic that I had the lantern and it also tried to go invisible and run away from us without
That was
engaging
so
further.
funny.
So it is coming in handy. If you want it back, I think you can have it.
I love
If
it.
you want me to hang on to it, that's fine.
You can hang on to it. I'm fine with that.
all right.
I don't know why I had it in the first place anyways.
Because why not? We all had other items we were using, so we figured you could use it.
That's
But-
fair.
I also don't mind going in front, so it's fine.
All right, guys.
I think it's
so,
got like a 60-foot radius or maybe a 30-foot.
It's 30 foot of
Yeah.
bright light and then 30 feet of dim light. So bright light is what you need to actually see it.
Yeah. I see my name in the middle of a lot of black.
uh-huh.
I don't see any.
I wanted to describe what was happening before I.
Oh, okay.
so
Oz is
good.
blacking out.
So you guys finally get through the end of the cavern as you're in this river that's just slowly moving, but you guys are walking. So basically, you get into this area and it is sunny. You see clouds, you hear birds, you hear insects. As you look here, you see nothing but trees and wildlife in a peaceful ecosystem. You even see what appears to be maybe like a woodpecker, like picking on one of the trees as well. You see squirrels running around. You actually see nests being made, and it takes you guys a little bit aback because this is like you guys were in a really cramped space before.
Yeah.
But now you are in Willowwood, level 5.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
as you are here, level 5.
Yeah, that is hard to believe. Level 5.
You do notice that large blind fish swim up and down this dark, sluggish river that flows from level 4 and meanders down further, plunging over waterfalls every mile or so. The river's depth varies from a few feet to as much as 30 feet in some spots. Also, you notice that there are some signs, crude wooden signs, that come up each carved with the word Underdark in Goblin, Crick, because you know Goblin, if I remember. And an arrow pointing downriver as well. You also notice this big forest in here as well. So, you know this, the forest, it's about 30 feet high trees. Zaimina, how far can you see with your perception? Is it 120? You have 120 vision?
Yeah, my dark vision is 120. As far as vision goes, like I can, with the goggles on, as long as it's clear weather conditions, I can see as far as like whatever's unobstructed. Like if there's a ton of trees in the way, obviously I can't see past all the trees, but I don't know if that answers your question. I'm sorry.
No, I was just curious because you looking up with your passive knowledge of nature, and it looks like it's interesting. Like it's not an organic, natural ecosystem. It looks kind of more like a dome shape. You see clouds, you see the sun. You can notice like some leaves are falling from trees, so like things are adding up. But it's just like, oh, why is there a sun here? Why is there?
It's almost like we're in like some kind of like aerodome or something like that. It's not quite an actual outside thing.
Mm-hmm. If you want to make an active perception check, you can definitely look into that a little bit further.
Oh, I sure can.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I rolled a 9 and a 6. But 9 plus 17 is my, well, is it 9? No, actually it's 18. Level 9. I'm sorry, level 9 did give us 1 additional point into our proficiency bonus, so now all of our saving throws and proficiencies are up by an additional 1. So my passive perception went from 23 to 24, and my perception checks are now a plus 9. So yeah, I rolled an 18 actually, if that helps.
Sure. So, from what you notice here, with the forest, you see birds, insects, rodents, and other large mammals, even like tree mammals as well, swinging and burrowing through the trunks. You notice also that this is a 100-foot high ceiling that you notice as well. Looks like, also, you kind of see with your very high perception, this magical weather, maybe magical, starts above the trees right at 30 feet and goes up to 100. You also notice there is like little segments or cracks as if like it's magically made. So like this is, you feel the heat from the sun, but it looks like it may be more of a magical climate than actual, like natural sunlight. But still sunlight nonetheless. You do see clouds that are moving too, as well, as if you are outside.
I just casually point that out to the others, like, well, it's nature, but is it nature? It doesn't seem like this is quite natural. Very bizarre, but
Yeah.
at least it's pleasant difference from the caves and the slimy water.
It's nice that Hallister wanted to switch it up a little bit. It's nice. Appreciate the sun.
You also notice there is a point of interest here. It's kind of hard because this is a pretty open area, so I made question marks for potential areas of interest if you wanted to explore.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it, Picasso.
Picasso. So,
Let's go.
Picasso cubism.
Wow. This place is huge.
and Greg, you
Nice.
actually really like it too because it is really big, so you don't have to duck anywhere. You can actually stretch a little bit as well, and everything smells real too, like from the manure on the ground to the leaves on the trees. Yeah, Mikhail, you actually kind of take a step back because you realize that you stepped on like some like fallen leaves in the ground, and you kind of look, you saw like maybe like a worm bit through one of the maple leaves as well in there as well.
They got worms down here, you guys. It's crazy.
If anyone wants to roll a survival check, please go ahead.
Yes, please.
Why not?
I'll roll
Oh
one.
my god, it's hard to see your tokens. I didn't realize you guys moved off the river. I was like, where did you guys go? You're like blending in.
Waiting for Zymina.
19.
Ooh, I got 21.
I rolled 19 as well.
Go away, spam risk. You said survival?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm proficient in that.
You're what?
I'm proficient in that. I rolled a 17. Wow, I rolled a
All
9.
of you managed to see tracks in the ground that all of you kind of believe belong to an elf, like elven tracks, possibly female, from what you saw there. I mean, you notice other like rabbit prints as well, but the human tracks seem to be going around a lot.
You mean elf?
Sorry,
You
elf,
said
that's
human.
not right. I meant humanoid. I'm sorry, elf. Yeah,
Okay.
female elf. Yep, you are right.
Just clarifying. I was like, wait, are there both? Are there one? What's going on?
Sorry. You do notice that there are coniferous trees, deciduous trees, berry bushes, and other shrubs as well, and you see all kinds of flowers that grow here as well.
Aw, fun.
Mikhail, with your passive investigation, you notice that there are no roses.
That's weird. Is that weird? No roses. I guess Hallister doesn't like roses, probably because they're too thorny or something.
So you still have this point of interest here. Otherwise, if
We're
you want to
getting there,
explore-
Dan.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm sassy.
Here,
The-
let me
okay.
just speed it up. There we go.
No,
Here.
sorry. I just wanted to let you guys know. I didn't want to break any story.
We're doing it.
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay. Right. So you get to this area here. You see an old grave.
Mm-mm.
You see thin rays of sunlight penetrate through the dense canopy of this old forest. Now, I had multiple maps of this, so I just took the ones that had the most open space. Just imagine it's all canopy. Okay. You do notice this. Appears to be a will-o-wisp that is there.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
So, yeah, because
Is
it
there
doesn't
like
show
a
me.
gravestone or grave marker?
Yes. So what you see here, you see a headstone that reads in comment. Here lies Krisann, Crissann, human friend and companion. You see the top of the gravestone is carved in the shape of a rose. The grave stands amid a grove of dead, burned trees. You didn't notice it until the lantern was up, by the way, so it was invisible.
Oh. Well,
Mm.
I don't like that.
Wait, the
don't-
headstone was invisible?
The will-o-wisp
Oh,
is invisible. It is tiny, but since you're holding the lantern, I assume you do notice that it's there.
Zymina has the
Zymina.
lantern.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, so you noticed that.
Can I do a roll to see if I know anything about Will-O-Wisp?
Sure, like a nature roll, or let's
Yeah.
see, maybe I'm gonna look and see nature or religion. Let me see here. You can do a religion check on this.
Awesome.
Woo!
That's only a 10.
10. Nah, you don't know a lot about them.
Yeah.
I mean, they look pretty. You do, yeah. The will-o-wisp hovers to Craig and says, "Take my wand. Use it to destroy Willow, the elf witch."
Elf witch? You
Yes.
want me to take your wand?
Yes.
Can the rest of us hear that?
Yep, it is in common.
Okay. Can I do an insight check?
Sure.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Natural.
Plus another 8.
Dang.
Okay. 1 second here. Okay. This is what you gather from this. You sense anger, betrayal, malice, revenge. Seems like whoever this Willow Elf Witch is, this Will-O-Wisp wants this destroyed and is angry. Very, very, very hateful, malicious, violent, and angry. Almost like a broken heart.
Okay.
Like there's a lot of pain in that voice, but also not kind.
Okay.
Does not seem to be lying. It seemed more of just like, do this. This Willow needs to die. Craig, the Will-O-Wisp says that that you dig up my grave, you'll find my skeleton in tattered clothes. I am Krisan.
I'm gonna dig up the grave.
You dig up the grave, get your hands in there, start digging. Probably a few seconds later, you find a wand.
Yay!
I'll keep the wand. Can I find anything out about it, or?
Sure, make an Arcana check.
Probably not.
Never know.
Yeah. 17.
17.
Dang.
This is a wand of fireballs.
Not like the broken one we had found.
It looks completely intact.
Oh my god.
So let me show this to you guys. So that anyone can read. So the wand has 7 charges in it. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 or more of its charges to cast the fireball spell. Save DC 15. For 1 charge, you can cast a 3rd level version of the spell. You increase the spell slot level by 1 additional charge. The wand regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges daily at dawn. Excuse me, if you expend the last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the wand crumbles and turns into ashes and is destroyed.
Cool.
So, you guys have that now. You have a wand of fireballs. Krisan looks at you, Craig, and says, "She killed me. She betrayed me and broke my heart. She has to die."
I have one question. Why did she kill you?
He does not answer that question.
Oh, where is she? Do you know where she is?
So says, looking here, I'm just looking to see if it's going to escort you or not. Okay. He says to you, her tower's that way, south of here. And you see a huge tower in the middle of this forest. She is powerful, but you can kill her with this wand. Avenge me. Avenge me.
Okay. We'll avenge you.
You see the will-o-wisp kind of soaking, or sinking back down, just hovering right on top of the dug up grave, right next to his body.
Oz leans over towards Simena and says, "How long until you think Mikhail steals the wand from Krieg?"
2 seconds.
You know what? I should give that to you.
Obviously not very long.
I'll take it! I will never say no to a wand of fireballs. But I do have a question for my clarification.
Yeah.
So if you were just to do expel one charge, so would you be casting fireball at level 1 and then that's like the base
level, right?
first level?
Yeah.
So, one charge is equivalent to a standard 3rd level spell of Fireball, because Fireball's a level 3 spell. So, if you do 2 charges, that would be a 4th level Fireball. So, 1 additional charge bumps up the level by 1.
Okay.
So, essentially, if you have... So, let's see, there's a total of 7 charges in it. It would be like a 10th level Fireball. If you wanted to... But that's risk of destroying the wand.
Right, that's the risk of destroying.
So,
For sure.
and it wand regains charges 1d6 plus 1 charges. So you only get 2 charges back.
Yeah.
Within the long rest. So that's just something to think about. But yeah, so each additional charge is additional level of the spell.
Cow.
Yeah, wand of fireballs is good. Yeah, and it's intact. Wave it around. Does not require attunement, I don't see. But yeah. It is an action though. Alright. So, you guys continue to go through the forest here. Zaimina, this is kind of... I would say it's a mixture of emotions for you, because normally you're not into very lively nature, but at the same time, there's a certain appreciation for it. Like, you do see moss, you do see fungi all over the place as well. So the natural elements, just for you to be able just to kind of go through the Undermountain and see this is a little bit of a pleasant surprise. But at the same time, you're just more curious as to why this is happening on this level and what's going on.
Well, I think the fact that it's also magically created, or so it seems, is also interesting. And there's not a lot of flowers, so I think I'm okay with just the natural beauty of things, the cycle of life and death and all that. Though I'm pleasantly surprised the slime has not made its way all the way down here, so that's good.
Alright. So, Oz, are you taking a look at the south?
Yeah, I'm kind of moseying down, waiting for them to
Sure. No worries.
move.
As
The
you-
will-o-wisp is not following us, right? It's staying where it is.
From what you see, it is staying there.
Hmm.
Oz and Zaimina, as you are looking for south, you see Willow's tower through the trees, and you hear an eerie moan coming from the northwest. It looks like you back oh, actually, sorry. I can't talk. To the northwest. So it is this way. You hear it past, like, this cliffside here, but you notice that you have to, like, go around if you want to hear the moaning. Otherwise, as you continue, you do notice some ruins here as well. And you also notice a forest with these here. Can all of you make a perception check that are in that area?
Perception.
Sight or sound?
I'll let you choose.
9.
8.
Okay.
I'm too distracted by the spider webs.
Well, I rolled a 23, so I guess for either, I'm not going to roll with advantage. It doesn't matter.
No worries.
16.
So, perfect. So, Craig and Zaimina, you notice that this area is heavily webbed.
Mm.
Let me delete this question mark here. So, in this area here, you look like this is an ettercap forest. Let me show you what they are. So this is what an ettercap looks like. So everyone, there you go.
Ew, what is... Well, I guess not super ew, but...
It's like
That is
it's like a spider walrus with legs.
Yeah, it's like if Quasimodo got turned into a spider frog. What the fuck is that?
So you notice ettercaps, there's also giant spiders all over this area. You do see a whole bunch of dead animals wrapped in silken cocoons that hang from the bows as well. And these are all marble walkways to the west and south. So you do see like walkways here, but there's webs that dangle from it as well. Looks like they see you. Like you see one spider kind of like looking, but then it backs away. Like it's not going into any of this area at all. Looks like it's its own system here. Like it's confined. But it does like see you.
I mean,
I think you should walk through that forest, Oz.
Just
Might be
keep
pleasantly
moving. Just moving.
I mean,
Oh, it
we
can't be that
have
bad.
the wand. We
I
don't
am-
have to kill anybody, technically.
Repeatedly not making eye contact.
There is a door here if you want to go in. And there is a point of interest. I will leave that up to you. There's also another door here as well.
Dan, I have a question really quick.
Of course, yeah.
So you said from the grave we could see the tower. With this area here, is this like rock coming up from the floor, but not going quite up to the ceiling then?
Correct. It looks like it appears to be marble walkways, possibly from like a destroyed house or part of a town. It looks like old ruins that are like just marble walkways. You can just like walk around. So like you can go up. It's like a slope, and you can walk up, and like it's like 10 feet high.
Okay.
And then the webbing are kind of like connecting the two, almost kind of like a barrier.
Okay.
Gross. Okay. I want to check out the store.
Okay. Let me. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a door right there. Perfect. All right. So you go inside that area. So you notice that this is a north guardhouse. So a rusty lantern hanging from a rafter has a continual flame spell cast on it, brightly illuminating a musty room that contains 4 wooden beds with moldy mattresses. At the foot of each bed is an empty, overturned chest. There's nothing of value in here. You do notice that these are windowless stone guardhouses with peaked slate-tiled rooftops that stand in the middle of this forest. And that the stone doors are unlocked, so those are stone.
Mhm.
This one kind of looks similar as well, but you can definitely explore that if you want to.
Yep, I'll open that door.
Alright. So you open the door. And you see the following. It's
Giant
another
spider.
guardhouse. So, oh, actually, I need you to make an athletics check, please, Mikhail. Because when you try to get through it, it's not budging.
Oh, cool.
Looks like the stone door. There's no like locking mechanism. It's just stone. So try to roll athletics check.
Craig, I'm gonna need your help because I'm not athletic.
Never know.
Oh, why don't you just try? He did give you the wand of fireballs after all. It's the least you could do to not rely on him.
So you see me go in and just go, and then I got a 9. So it literally didn't budge at all.
It doesn't budge. You kind of You give it like a little kick because you're pissed off too. You're just like, damn it!
Damn it, Craig, get over your furry butt over here.
Wow.
I'm gonna try and open up this door then.
Alright, you take a few steps back, getting ready to barge in.
That'll be a dirty 20.
You get a little bit of head start and you bash the door open and you are able to get it. So you see piled behind the doors are broken chairs, shattered benches, and empty chests. Inside the building, you find an arched gate, another gate. Carved into the middle of the east wall is a decorative stone arch enclosing a blank wall. A wooden trestle table lies on its side in the middle of the room. An iron chandelier with melted wax candles is suspended from a rafter above it by a rope tied off to a hook near the northern door. You also notice a dead halfling. Tucked behind an iron stove in the northeast corner is a dead halfling in leather armor, his face twisted into a mask of horror.
Well,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, someone had a terrible time in here.
You do notice the gates. Its stone frame has been carved to look like the trunks of trees. And close inspection reveals the image of a dead tree carved into its keystone.
So like a gate, like we've
Gate
seen
gate.
in the other levels.
If you want to make a history check, feel free.
Where is
Yes,
it?
please.
It is right here.
Oh, okay, sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll do history. 17.
21.
Boo.
Both of you notice it's the same pattern as a previous gate you encountered on level 2.
That's what I thought.
Oh. I want to examine the corpse on the ground.
Sure.
Like, how did this happen? Wasn't he by himself, it seems? So I'm like, what?
Like what? Yeah.
Did they use a halfling or a half-elf?
Halfling.
Okay.
Could you do a medicine check, Zamina?
Don't think I'm proficient. Oops, oh no, I just exited a roll 20, come back. No, but I do have a +5. Thank God for wisdom. Oh, okay. 23. Now I'm rolling high on checks? Okay.
So, you notice with the medicine check, it died from several lightning shocks.
Now, how on earth would that happen? And she kind of turns over to the other two in the room and just goes, how does one die from lightning shock? Especially behind a closed door.
Spellcaster that can cast lightning.
But the door was barricaded.
Are we not in the tower?
Doesn't look like a tower.
I
Oh,
think
okay.
it's just
Yeah,
a guard.
never mind.
And I look up at the ceiling. It's not much of a tower.
Is this door back here also barricaded?
Yes, that's also
Okay.
barricaded. You wonder, surveying the scene, especially you, Mikhail, with your passive investigation, you notice that probably this halfling was trying to run away from something and barricade itself. But yet, it's here, it got in, and it died. Like it was running away from something. Zaymina, you did roll very high as well. You notice that this corpse wears a salvageable suit of halfling-sized leather armor.
I give it to Mikhail.
Thank
Here you go.
In the
I'm
hole.
sure it'll fit.
Hey.
It also clutches a silvered short sword in one hand and a burnt torch stub in the other. It also has a dungeoneer's pack with spoiled rations and 5 torches remaining, and a small pouch containing 4 dragon.
Perfect. 4 gold. Though the silver short sword could come in handy, I suppose. I mean, neither you or I have a magical weapon yet, Mikhail, so maybe the silver will be fine if you want it.
Yeah, I just have daggers and light hammers, so.
Also, silver's useful towards certain monsters.
Weird beasts.
I'll take it.
Yeah, there you go. And I'll walk over and I'll hand it to Mikhail.
My
It's a little bit better than a dagger.
my thought is that they were running from something, and that whatever it was ended up using this gate, because this gate also connects to level 2.
Well, I guess that is an option, though. The only thing around here that seemed menacing was that will-o-wisp. I mean, it was pretty demanding on us to want to kill whoever it is in the tower, but it is just sitting over there, so I have no idea. I mean, do you know anything about will-o-wisps? Do they use lightning? I would have assumed it was fire. It's always fire.
Oz rolled a pretty low nature check, so
I've no
really know.
idea.
If anyone else wants to roll a nature check on will-o-wisps, you can.
Sure.
With Oz's former knowledge, I will attempt to see if I can remember more than
Listen,
they were able to. But I mean,
You can do so. You can do nature or religion.
Oh.
I'll let you-
Oh no!
Hey, Dan.
Well-
That was a
Yes.
natural one for Zymina.
Yes,
I think
Just
we
that-
opened that gate that was on the 2nd floor.
you did not.
I remember trying to open a gate.
That was one that looked like a rust monster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Put
that
a
one
piece of
goes
metal
this
next
way.
to it, and that one opened, but you weren't able to go through it.
Yeah, that's right.
But you
Didn't
did see
didn't
this-
you go through one that had a naked dude on it, or a buff dude, some dude on it? I don't know.
I rolled a natural 1 for the nature check.
Mhm.
Would I be able to roll for the religion, or I'm okay with
roll-
it counting as both, honestly.
You know, I will let I'll let Mikhail and
I rolled a 23.
Oh, then never
Hey.
mind. I don't need to take this away from
Yeah,
you.
sorry, I was just waiting.
Just say it, please.
No! Don't want to interrupt.
okay. With will-o-wisps, yes, their main attack is shock. It is lightning damage.
Shock.
Yep.
Wow.
Will-o-wisp can become invisible, and they also shed light, bright light in 5-foot to 20-foot radius, and dim light for additional feet equal to that. It can move through other creatures and objects as if it were difficult terrain, so they can go through walls. And then if they target a creature, you can see within 5 feet of it, and it has 0 points, and it is still alive, the target has to succeed a con save, gets a magic or die, and if it dies, a will-o-wisp regains hit points. Basically, they're resistant to... Since it's not a natural 20, I'm not going to give it to you, but at the same time, you do know they're resistant to a lot of things, but they're immune to lightning and poison. And they're consumed by despair. The souls of evil beings that perish in anguish or misery are permeated with powerful magic. They're also agents of evil. They rarely speak, but when they do, their voices sound like faint or distant whispers. In the invisible domains they haunt, will-o-wisps sometimes symbiotic relationships with their wicked neighbors. Hags, Oni, black dragons, and evil cultists work with will-o-wisps to draw creatures into ambush.
I'm just looking at Mikila as their faces, like,
And they're
probably
undead.
making all of these, and they're undead. They're just making all these little, like, facial, well, as much facial expressions as you can. As you recall,
Like connecting the dots, like, okay, guys, I think our will-o-wisp friend, Croissant. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he killed this halfling.
Croissant.
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 But I think he killed him, so that's fun.
Oh, well, hopefully he's not going to follow us, knowing that we're not going to just automatically get this revenge that someone had agreed to do.
Are you crossing your fingers behind your back, Craig?
Maybe it depends on if it's justified or not.
Well, just because we didn't pick any big fights in the last level doesn't mean we need to pick any now, but let's see.
Well,
That's true.
I don't know, with all of these spiders around, I think it might be deserved. Place looks pretty sinister.
I mean, it is just a forest. Spiders and all sorts of creatures tend to live in these kinds of environments, so it's not that unusual.
Giant spiders.
Well, remember that Hallister had built everything from level 1 to level 23, so I imagine he placed all of these creatures here as well and maintains the ecosystem as he does for every other level.
So you think they're more natural than insidious?
I mean, I'm not going to say that I run into giant spiders on my everyday walks through the normal forest, but it's not like it's that unusual. But let's just keep an open mind about what we encounter, because...
Well, that's why I said if it's deserved.
Well, sometimes you just gotta kill people. Sometimes there's no such thing as deserving or undeserving.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta kill people. Love that saying, you know.
As you guys are talking, you hear just little drops of rain hit the roof. As it gets a little bit more humid.
Just a
Is
little
it
bit more.
raining?
Wow.
The moist
Pretty
environment.
sudden, but
He
the
really
sky
went
is a little bit gray, but the sun's still out.
Sorry, go ahead.
He really went all out with the attention to detail here.
Well, I mean, he did with the caves as well, so it was just more of the same. At least this is a little bit of a different environment, and I'm honestly not one to complain for a breath of fresh air, whether it's real or not, so I just don't know where we should go next. And she kind of like looks around at the thick forest like,
Sure.
I was gonna ask
This
if there was
way.
anything else, if the rest of this house thing was on a different map, or is this it?
So that is it.
Okay.
You are so this is basically this is kind of like the first time in which you guys are in a big open space. So you guys can go west, you can go south. The river is continuing south as well.
So you said that the moaning noise was coming from the west?
Northwest. You hear like
Northwest.
this is also all the gray stuff is basically like cliffs or big structures, stone structures.
Okay.
And then you're just surrounded by trees as well. But you hear the moaning coming from the northwest. So you would have to move west in this case and then north to
Okay.
check that out.
Can we go this way, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
we can?
You can.
And we can
Yep.
go south down this way.
Yep, you can. So
Okay.
both lead to other maps.
I'll follow Oz. I'll go that way. We want to go find the moaning. Woo.
We haven't
Doesn't
figured
really
out if it's a good
matter.
moaning or a bad moaning yet.
Maybe
I mean, it doesn't
that's
matter. Go ahead, Craig.
Moaning Myrtle.
Oh, no.
Just say Baldy and Brittle. I don't think either sounds are something we would like to pursue, but if you guys are interested in knowing what sex sounds sound like for the first time in your lives, feel free.
Hey now.
Actually, not you,
Hey,
Craig.
no.
I
Well, not
heard
Craig.
Thank you.
you. we heard
Craig
you.
lost his virginity, so he's fine.
All right.
We don't know if that was the first time.
Well, we don't remember the last anything
Well,
other than the last 3 years.
He had
So
3 years to lose his new life's virginity. We don't know the past life. Flesh golems
my
might
God.
have 6 different parts.
maybe.
All right. So I did take you guys to the next map, and I did open a little bit of space. So
Let's move forward.
I love it though. You do hear persistent eerie moan. A persistent eerie moan emanates from this area and can be heard throughout this complex as well as into the surrounding forest. Right now you are in front of what appears to be an eastern gate. A 15-foot high iron portcullis is embedded in the stone wall at the mouth of the long tunnel. Looks like there are some rough stairs just inside, yeah, you can see here. So they're inside the tunnel to climb up as well. You don't see any guards stationed on top of the wall or beyond. The winch to raise the portcullis is inside the tunnel that you see, just beyond the gate. If any of you want to try to lift it yourselves, you are more than welcome to. That would be an athletics check.
What if we all work together?
I'll give one of you advantage.
I'll do it.
Is anyone giving Craig advantage?
You said athletics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, are you doing that by yourself, Craig? Is anyone helping?
We can all attempt
Yeah,
to lift it together if he seems to struggle.
And I will also cast guidance.
Oh, okay. So it's just a straight roll plus guidance, Craig.
Even with us helping him?
Well, I was saying, is anyone like actually trying to?
Yeah.
Lift?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all are.
Okay, then Craig can roll one, and then one of you can roll another one with advantage because it'll be 2 rolls to do it. So whoever wants to.
Not Cal. Just kidding.
They do have a higher
kidding.
strength bonus than we do.
That's true. Never
What
mind.
did you get, Craig?
A dirty 20 again.
Dirty 20. You try to lift it up, and it's not budging.
I rolled a 16.
You try to go in, and same. It is not opening for either of you guys.
Well, that was fun. Let's go back.
Is there's so it's the gate and then it's 2 towers, and like the only way we could get around it is to go up the towers somehow.
Well, it is a portcullis, so there are holes.
Does anybody have mage hand?
Well, yes, but we'd have to find whatever lifts up the gate, so... Can we see
that
it through?
thing right in there. There's that.
How far away is it?
It is right
Right
right beside the portcullis. So the winch to raise it is inside the tunnel just beyond the gate. So it's right
Here.
here. Yeah.
That far at all. I mean, can Mikil fit through the portcullis slits?
Not as Mikil.
Not as Mikil. Fair enough.
Hey, can't you turn
But
into
a
a
druid. Sorry.
green fart thing and float on in there?
Actually, either of us can do that, but the last time I checked, I wasn't taking demand, so I'm not turning into anything.
Oh my god.
Well, I wasn't asking you.
Zymina.
How thin are the portcullis holes, I guess?
Probably, looking here, probably 1 foot by 1 foot.
Oh, okay.
Pretty small, but
Yeah,
a
okay.
small rodent could go through it.
Yeah, I could turn into a rat and go through if I really needed to. What were you gonna say before I interrupted you?
Sure.
As I was...
No, it's okay. So, you look, and because you got the instinction that you're being watched, you see a black bear. It's behind you that was looking, and now it's kind of hiding behind the tree. And you give it like another few seconds. Looks up, and looks away.
Oh, well, I guess before I go through the portcullis, it looks like we're being watched by that bear behind the tree there.
What? What about Mikil's rat with the jacked arm?
That's fine, but are we just going to ignore the bear that's over there?
I'll go talk to the bear.
Okay, I didn't say you had to go and talk to the bear. I just...
This is your... Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
He would believe that he could just go talk to a bear.
I mean, it's fine. I just wanted to point it out to everybody.
I will... Can I approach the bear?
You can. Oz?
Do you have, Mikil? Do I remember you guys talking about a comprehend languages potion or something?
I have to roll it. And I think I already rolled my...
You have 2 of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have one. I have one.
We have
yeah.
one.
For one of
I
you.
have one. Because I used the second one to learn it. So I do have comprehend language, yep.
Does that work with animals?
It's understand different languages from different creatures. Speak with animals is a different spell.
I was joking about the speaking with the animal.
Oh no, I mean
Darn.
it's just. So you're approaching the bear.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm basically putting my hand out to make it see that I'm not threatening it in any way.
Sure. Make an animal handling check. Yep. What's up?
Could I do an insight check to see if I think this is someone in the shape of a bear?
Sure. You can make an insight check or a nature check. I'll let you choose. What's up, Craig? What did you get?
19.
19. All right. And how about you, Oz? What did you get?
A 23.
23. All right. I'll start with you, Oz. You don't see any human-like characteristics with this. Seems like it's just a bear.
Okay.
Craig, you're sitting down, so you're being more eye level with the bear, and just sticking your hand out. You're being very stoic. You're not seem threatened in any way. The bear moves closer to you. It kind of peeks out of the tree. Just kind of gets closer, and is within 5 feet of you, and starts sniffing your hand. And it starts licking your hand.
And I start petting it a little bit.
It backs away a little bit, but you are able to pet like the back of its neck before it moves and.
Are you all alone? I guess I speak to it, or I say, is it all alone? Are you all alone? But I guess not thinking about that it can't really reply. But
Are you talking to it?
Yeah, I'll say it anyways, like a person talks to their pet.
Sure. You were talking to it. Doesn't seem to acknowledge anything or understand. Seems like it's like sniffing around and sniffing the ground.
Does it seem like it wants to come with us or stay with us?
You notice it's looking around for something. It looks like it was sniffing your hand and sniffing the area. It just looks a bit shy. It's hard to gauge at this point because you really can't talk to them. You can make another nature check if you want to on this to study the bear a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll make a nature check.
All right.
Are there berries on any bushes around?
From what you see, further south, there is a berry bush. Bear has not gone to that area yet, but he's like looking around here, and there's no food here. But you do see a berry bush here.
I'll go
on the
collect some berries.
All right. As Oz is going to go to the berry bush, Craig, you notice that after it was sniffing your hand and licking it a little bit and looking around, looks like it's in search for food.
Okay.
You just see it moving around, like looking around the trees and trying to climb the tree and trying to paw it as well and slumps back down. You still have the portcullis too, unless if you guys are.
I'll give it I'll give it a little bit of food from my my rations.
Okay. What are you feeding it? And Oz, are you feeding it berries?
Yeah. I'll bring berries over to it.
Okay, cool. So
I
Craig,
assume I just have some like I have some like dried meat in the rations.
Sure. You would bring some dried meat. So with Oz and Craig, you both bring out the food. The bear kind of slowly goes up and then starts eating the berries and the dried meat and seems a little happier and just licking the hands and nuzzles against you guys.
I'll motion for it to like follow us if it wants to.
Okay.
Otherwise.
All right. Well, it's staying there with you guys right now. You still have the portcullis unless you want to explore any more.
Yeah. What are
kinda
we doing
lost.
with this?
I kind of lost interest in the portcullis, so I had walked away, like
Okay.
observing the whole bear thing, and I'm just kind of looking to see which other ways we could go from here.
Sure. You do notice you can go south here as well. You can also look around this area as well to see what else is there.
I'm just gonna go see what's south of here before we proceed anywhere else. And I'll walk down.
You notice there are no other areas of interest immediately there, but you do look, and I'm going to open this a little bit more for you here. It's just more of the forest. You do see some squirrels brushing up past your leg, going into a tree. You also do notice a few birds in the area too, some very bright, colorful birds that are flying around and feeding some that are young in a nest.
Is the bear following us, or is it staying or in that area?
It does follow you and Oz. It is kind of walking behind you guys. Oz, heads, it follows Craig. Oz follows tails. It follows Oz. Oz, I'm going to give you control of the black bear.
Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye out for berries on bushes to point out.
Alright, sounds good.
I just casually say as we're walking along and I notice the bear is following us. Well, you know what happens when you start feeding the wildlife, you guys. It's just going to follow you around, expecting more food.
I can't give you control, so I'll just
Okay.
So the bear is following Oz. You continue looking through here.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of going into more of like a cave system here as well. Leading over here. You do see a wall here as well.
Do I see any other way through other than, or is it just that wall?
You just see a wall.
Okay.
It's interesting.
Told you that was his favorite word, but you guys didn't want to listen to me.
We're gonna take a break.
We'll
We'll wait a little bit. It's okay. We'll take a break a little bit later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with this, it's interesting because it's a wall leading to nothing. Basically, you go into this area, then there's just a wall there.
Well, I mean, it is a cave system, so
Yeah.
it doesn't always have to go so far. But I was hoping that it could have led around the portcullis, so I suppose it's not the end of the world.
Can I do like an investigation and like push on the rocks and see if anything like moves.
Sure.
Like looking for something secret.
Sure. I won't even have you roll. As you put your hand to the wall, it actually goes through the wall.
Oh! Cool. You guys, it's fake. It's a fake wall. We can just go through.
Okay, but you don't know what's on the other side of the fake wall.
Yeah,
I mean,
look
it's
at-
fake
Maybe
for a
it's the
reason.
brazier. So let's. I'm going. I'm just gonna walk through. I'm done listening to this.
Okay, good
Alright.
luck. Do you hear moaning?
As you walk through, you hear moaning,
Oh, man.
and you notice this. But we're going to take a break now.
Oh,
We're gonna hear
So-
me kill be moaning soon.
Oh, no.
We'll be back, guys.
Okay. Be right
Okay.
back.
Here.
All right. Hey guys, welcome back.
Hey, hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Craig, where's your character?
Shut up. I'm just
Play
kidding.
Oh, it's all the way
far
back
away.
there. I see now. Okay. Sorry, I didn't move you. Because I'm like, where did you go? You were in the forest. All right. So yes, where we left off, I'm going to show what this is. This is
Oopsie.
known as a cloaker.
Yeah.
Also known as a cloaca.
Yeah.
No.
Like that.
Cloaca.
I like his little front little hands. They're
waka,
so
aye,
cute.
Yep. Well,
Got a
with that
big
being
head.
said, let's
Little
roll for
eyes.
initiative.
The rest of us aren't even in there.
Oh, he's just like angry that I'm in there,
Sounds
that I
early.
entered his domain. I don't even get to do anything.
You
Heck
walk
yeah.
through an illusory wall.
Okay.
This is what you deserve.
I guess.
I'm just going to zero all of you guys out. So I can...
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we even know what we're doing? Is it just me kill right now?
It's just, well, you guys all have the chance to do what you need to do, but you see Mikhail just going through the wall and nothing else happened.
Yeah, I was gonna follow before he even revealed.
Okay, then I'll let you go inside. If all of you want to go inside with Mikhail, then that is completely fine.
I mean,
I just on my end, I don't know if it's on everybody else's end, but I don't see Zymina's name on her.
I don't either.
Alright. Alright, I will redo that.
on my character or on the... Oh, I
On the
saw it on the turn
On the
order.
token.
Oh.
God dang it.
Oh, why it went away? It was there before.
Alright. So, let us get to it.
You know what? I just realized what we could do. Oh, wow.
That what was
That can't be right. We can do auras on our tokens.
Yeah.
Oh, we could just have done that this whole time to identify what 20 feet is on this map. Like, that's a 20-foot aura radius. I know it's not accurate, but, like,
Yeah.
at least for the map, what we're portraying it could be. So I just thought that was fun.
I had to continuously adjust it to what the squares were on the map because it doesn't line up all the time.
Yeah, it's not always gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
Alright. The black bear is there, but yeah. Do you
I don't
guys...
see Mikhail or Craig in the turn order.
Okay. Looks like I deleted the wrong ones here. I'll just do that again. There you go. And I'll give you a little bit of description before we start combat, just so we're all aligned. Perfect. So, in here, you do see the walls of the 60-foot-high cavern are covered with naturally formed crystal draperies that resemble frozen waterfalls. You do notice a fissure, a 30-foot-long, 10-foot-wide, 20-foot deep fissure cuts across the middle of the ceiling, like an open wound. The moaning heard throughout the complex originates from here, and is from the cloaker. That it was hiding in the crack, and now it fell and swooped, and now it's out, spreading its wings to you. There is also another gate here as well, similar to what you saw in the past.
Oh.
And I guess I'll
Another
just read you
gate.
all of this. Here you go. Boom. Like that. And yeah. Alright. Let's get started, guys. So, top of the round, we have Oz.
No.
We have Craig. I didn't go up. I saw 20 and then it didn't go up all the way. Okay, Craig, your turn with that bonus of initiative. So, it is your turn.
I'm going to...
Is the sorry, just really quick, is the cloaker in the air or is it on the ground?
It is in the air, but it's 10 foot high over the ground.
Okay.
It is flying. Flying snake.
Fine snake.
I'm gonna move up here. I kind of tried to count it out a little bit.
I cast
Okay.
And I'm gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna rage. I'm not gonna rage.
All right.
I can't really attack it though, right?
Not from where you are.
Okay.
But if you dash with your horse, you can get there.
You know, I will.
Wait, no, you're 60.
That's 60 feet. So yeah, I would be able to get up there.
Yeah, you could get up there. Yeah. No, that's 60 feet from where you were to where you are with. So that's normal movement, 60 feet. Yeah. So you're 10 feet. So it's 10 feet diagonal from you right now.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's 10 feet above the ground.
I'll take a swing at it then, since.
All right. Go for it.
Uh, 24 to hit.
Hits.
$23 damage.
Well, that was a big chunk.
I'll attack it again.
All right. It moans in pain after you do that.
What would that even sound like, Dan?
I know you're setting me up. I'm not doing
What
it.
would that sound like? I just
Not
have
doing it.
no. I can't picture it.
There's
We
websites
can
for
all
that. You can
just-
look up the moaning online.
I mean, it's supposed to be a haunting, scary moan, isn't it? It's not supposed to be sexual in nature. Can't you distinguish the two?
No, because sex can be scary.
21 to hit.
It's
What the fuck?
Uh, 22 damage.
22. Looking a little bit rough. His voice is
25
like
damage
struggling
already.
to.
That'll be my turn.
All right, Oz. Now you are up.
I'm gonna cast Chill Touch. How's
Alright.
it looking?
It's. We got beat up pretty bad. Two
Oh,
big hits
that's
on
a natural 20.
Hey! All right.
Wow. Not,
Wow.
Get that crit.
Right. 2d8.
I just saw Tyler's comment. Watch out, Steve Irwin. I love
The
that.
cloaker.
Yeah.
9d8. Where did my d8s go? What the heck? There it is.
So how many d8s do you roll? Is it 4
Um,
total? 5, 6, 28?
I roll twice damage, right?
You double
So
the
it'd
amount
be
of the die.
48. I double the amount of the die?
Yeah, so like if you normally do 2d8s worth of damage, you roll 48.
Okay. So it's a 10 and 11, so 21 points of necrotic.
Wow. Yeah,
Dang.
as you just shoot out that hand, you actually hit it right square in the face. Perfect shot. And it is howling and hissing, and it is barely alive. Looks like it was a really sharp blow to its face.
Cool.
End of your turn, Oz?
Yes.
Alright. Zymina, your turn.
Ten, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I will just cast Chill Touch on it from here.
Okay.
I just didn't want Crick to be the only one like up and close to it, so I was like, I'll
Sure.
attempt to hit it from here.
Alright.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Does a 26 hit?
Oh, it does. Yes, that hits.
2d8 plus 1. Oh, cool. 7 points of necrotic damage.
7.
And it can't regain hit points until the end of my next turn. If it matters.
Okay.
And if it's undead, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against me, but like that's fine.
All right. Sounds good. Still up, but
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to go closer, so I'm just gonna. That'll be the end of my turn here.
all right. Mikil, your turn. It looks really beat up from the hits and the chill touches.
Okay, I'm gonna go like right here, so I'm like 10 feet away, like Crick is.
All right.
And I'm gonna cast poison spray. So you
All
need
right.
to roll. You need to roll a con save.
All right. That is 15.
That misses.
All right.
So go me. 14 points of poison damage.
How do you want to kill it?
Yes, finally!
Oh my god, with poison damage, you go for
Yeah, I
it.
need to hear
Oh,
this.
actually, that's way more than that. Actually, that's it's 19, but still,
Wow.
I forgot to add my +5.
Yes.
So-
Oh, yeah.
Important, very important.
Yeah, it is
Very important. So you'll just see this, this poison spray that comes out. I think it comes out of my mouth, or is that acid splash? I can't remember right now. But anyway, you just see this poison come out of me and just silence it.
Sure.
It's screeching and then silence.
From what I remember, I think it came from your hands. Like
Does
was
it?
like a
I have to go look it up.
But that's okay. So as you actually with your beak open and your hands open, you just formulate this huge, just poisonous cloud that just wafts. That's hovering right where the
Oh yeah.
cloaker is.
I have green fell puff of noxious gas
Cool.
in their face. Yep.
Nice. Yeah, you do it, and then it's like coughing and it's struggling to breathe, and it's just moving around, and then all of a sudden you just see it just collapse on the ground, and it is dead.
Bye-bye.
That was the moaning we heard, by the way.
Return the slab.
No, not that.
So good. So yeah, yeah, you looking through this area here. I mean, you do have the gate right here as well. The same thing. The winch is inside as well. But yeah, you can climb this. It's not at the touching the ceiling, but you can definitely climb up there. The stairs lead up to the area as well. Yeah, the walls of the 60-foot-high cavern are covered with naturally formed crystal draperies that resemble frozen waterfalls. It is beautiful. So you just see all these. Here, I'll reveal the whole area here for you. It's just beautiful, natural cave here. And north is an expanded dungeon, so you don't have to worry about it.
And I'm sorry, did you already talk about like these statues in the middle? Or what are these? Are they just
They're just
stalagmites
Mm-hmm.
or whatever they're called?
Yep, no worries. They're just crystal,
Rock
just,
formation.
Okay.
yeah,
Rock formation.
natural cave formations.
Looks
Mhm.
like it looks like two dudes dueling, but nope.
Sure. All right. So, the crystal formations reflect and amplify nearby light as well. The crystals also amplify sound, allowing it to carry well beyond the cavern's confines. Crystals otherwise have no properties or value. So it looks like it was a way for the moaning to echo out. And that actually helped bring like people who wanted to check out the area, and that's when Cloaker could capitalize and pounce on people. So it was like luring them in and dropping
Yeah.
them.
Oh, so there could be more.
Maybe.
Do we still hear moaning?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Alright. Are we doing something
that's
about this portcullis? Or are we just gonna leave it?
I mean, you can open it if you want to. And I'm listening, and I rolled a 27 for perception.
27. You do hear more moaning, similar moaning, southeast.
Like in the direction of the portcullis.
Yep. And if you want to open the portcullis again, that is entirely up to you on how you want to break that down.
Well, I hear the same moaning coming from that direction, so unless you want to fight another one of those things, you can.
I mean,
I kind of do. You know what? I'm gonna send Percy through, and I'm gonna go blind and deaf, and I'm gonna have him stealthily check out the area for us.
Sure, no worries. So Percy comes out. Hello, Zemikil, I miss
Hello,
you.
Percy.
Hello there.
Kisses, kisses.
Oh, no. What can I do for you? Yes.
Can you just go through this hole, please, and go look and see what's down this hallway?
It will be my absolute pleasure, Mikhail.
Here,
I
thank you.
shall look for you.
Okay, be
All right.
quiet.
I can be quiet.
Okay.
Yes.
And he can go up to 100 feet.
Yeah. So no worries. So you get Percy out, and you just kind of get a hand out, and Percy, without an issue, just kind of like leaps up, and then starts skittering, looking around, and for the first time you're looking through Percy's eyes right now.
Oh god.
So it's a really creepy cave, and it's like kind of like, you know, when you play Call of Duty and have like the little bomb car thing that kind of travels around. It's kind of like that. So like,
yeah, totally.
yeah, sure. So so you're looking around, and then you do reveal the areas here. You do notice there is a cave going this way, and a cave going that way as well. Do you kind of have an idea of where you want Percy to go? I don't know if you can communicate to Percy, but I'll say you can.
I can.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Pretty sure, because it obeys my commands, and I'm pretty sure it's like telepathically.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll tell him to go up to the north stealthily and quietly as he can.
Okay, or roll a stealth check for Percy.
Oz is also like got a hand on Mikhail's shoulder to make sure they don't fall over.
That's good.
Thanks.
I like that.
17.
17. All right. You make a perception check with Percy too, please.
It's a natural 19.
Okay, Percy.
I know! Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, okay, it is 19.
Does not notice Percy, but there is another cloaker here.
Okay.
Oh my god.
A little bit smaller.
I'll say, oh, okay, you can get out of there, just go peek down to the south.
Very, very sneaky, alright. This is so much fun. Let's get...
I can imagine Percy having this like whole like thought like, ooh, I'm doing some adventure. I'm just so cool. So sneaky, so stealthy. I love Mikhail so much.
He's very, yeah. No, he actually is a little vocal when he's by himself. He does like to talk to himself a little
that's
bit.
what I thought.
Yeah. Like, alright, we gotta go to the cave here. Alright. Sneaky. Roll another stealth check for Percy, please.
16.
16, alright. And if you want to roll another perception check to see what is there, by all means.
I can't tell. I think that's a 13.
Okay, I've been rolling really bad with these things, but yeah, it's another roper. Sorry, not roper, cloaker.
Not a roper. I was like, wait a minute. Percy would
Like
get
a whole different thing.
They're both hiding in there, trying to get a jump on whatever is inside.
Okay,
And,
yeah, I'll just tell
Percy's
Percy.
like, oh, very sneaky. Wait,
Yeah, you don't want to get eaten by those guys. Come back, Percy. Thank you so much.
come back to me, kiddo.
Come back to me.
Dun.
Let's do this.
Here they go. Do me kill. I'm back.
Oh my
It just hops.
god.
That was really fun. I want to do that more often. That was very sneaky.
We're gonna try to do that. Thank you so much for your help. Here's a little
It is my
cheese,
pleasure.
and please go into my pocket.
Please. Oh yes. No. Okay. Thank you. Right, he just goes back in.
All right,
Just
guys.
like-
We don't have to go that way. It's just cloakers. There's nothing else.
Great.
Well,
Back through the
I mean, there
illusory
might be
vault.
something in those rooms, but we would have to fight the cloakers, and I'm just assuming nobody wants to do that, so...
I mean, you were very confident in your ability to want to fight them again, so I think you can go and handle it.
Not by myself. Thank you very much.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, that is so.
All right. So, I love it. So, yeah, this is just more woodland areas here as well. So, if you guys want, you can go further west, or you can go south.
Oz is
mean,
going
actually-
west, so I'm
following
Oz.
Ximena.
Oh,
I was just trying to reveal the area.
Way over here.
Well, never mind. I didn't scroll over yet.
It's fine. Let's go west.
All right. So much fun.
So much fun.
That was like the biggest surprise I had with this campaign was that character would actually do something.
At least you brought him back.
I did.
It's so much fun for the quiz.
Hmm?
Where did the map go?
Good question.
Wait, 1 second here, guys. Oh. Okay.
Music is so relaxing, it's making me fall asleep.
Oh no.
Sleepiness.
Sleepy. Okay, I'm just gonna move you guys a little bit here. So it turns out you can't move any further west.
Oh,
So,
I walk into a magical planar
no, but what you get, I will put you guys where you roughly are. So it's a continuous thing, and then it just leads to rock. So let me move. To
Great.
rock.
Alright, to the
Sorry.
south it is.
It is a big map here. So there you go. Do this, and here we go. So, in this area here, you notice the forest continues off the map. Oh, thanks, book. Yeah. Follow.
Great.
You do notice that you do see the river as well. I'm bringing this up here quickly. That continues west as well. As you go through this area, the forest floor is littered with statues of birds and mammals, petrified on the ground.
Can I do like nature or arcana to see how they got petrified?
Yeah, this would be more of a nature check.
Nature check.
I mean, I'll attempt to assist.
You could do arcana
Mikhail
too, but it's not magical. I will let you know about that. So you
Okay, gotcha.
by just mentioning the statues we had found on level 3 before the Drider, or in the Drider's cave, that it may have been a basilisk kind of thing. Perhaps it's similar, in hopes that maybe that'll help me kill.
Does that help me, Dan? Do I
Guidance?
Yeah.
get
Guidance?
and get advantage?
You get guidance from Oz.
Okay, I'll
You
take
do
guidance.
know that basilisks can possibly, I mean, they do turn creatures to stone.
It's a 14.
14. It does seem more natural. It does seem like it could be a basilisk or another natural creature that can turn things to stone.
I'll convey that to the group.
All right. And Rig. Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Sound good?
Nope.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Could you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please, Crick?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That would be 25.
25. As you're walking around and as Mikhail and Ximena were talking in your head, you see a basilisk right there that was looking at you, trying to stare you and petrify you. So, I need all of you to roll initiative again, please.
Awesome.
Oh,
Wow.
Can we get the map shifted over so that the viewers can see?
Oh, I thought that was me. Oh, I see. No, yeah. No worries. Thank you, Craig. Now I'll bring up what a basilisk looks like so all of the viewers can see. It looks super cute and
Not a
deadly.
basilisk.
I know.
Tell
Look
me-
all the little legs it has, and it's so full and just really fat.
It's just a baby.
I
It's
mean,
just a baby.
it's really fucking cool.
Right?
It looks like a very hyped up iguana.
It does.
Yeah, it's
I'm here
Yeah,
for it.
it is pretty cute. All right, let's all roll, guys. And
Ugh.
turn. Whoops.
That was
Interesting.
horrible.
And then the black bear Oz is just kind of chilling behind you at the moment.
It
I'm
gets
not gonna-
turned down. Good job.
That would be sad. Oh wow, Basilisk got a nat 20 on that.
Oh my god.
Of course you did. Because
I
I
know.
got a 6.
Oh no. Well, it has a -1 dexterity, so the 19. Probably from all the fat it has around its legs.
Don't fat shame the basilisk, Dan. Jeez.
I did
Yeah,
not think
God.
I didn't say it was a bad thing. I will let you know, out of game, you can avert your eyes to avoid the saving throw at the start of your turn. You would just be attacking at disadvantage. Nice roll, me kill.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling me and Oz are going to continue down our path of low initiative.
Nope, I forbid this. We are
And it is
not.
going to
no,
be our
mm.
downfall once again.
All right. And we all can see the map. Perfect. Greg, do you know if we're able to zoom in a little bit? Do you know? I know it's a really big map. If not, I totally get it, but I just want to see if we can. Awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Because I know with a lot of trees, it's a very colorful map, but I know it can kind of be hard a little bit. Okay, great. Thank you. All right. So, top of the round, we have me kill.
Oh my
What
god.
are you going to do?
Yeah.
Mikhail?
I don't even know if I can. Can I get over there? I don't. It's so hard when we don't have a grid.
Yeah, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 35, 40, 45, 50. I would say yes, but you have to follow the brown paths. Well,
Oh.
no, you can just get. No, you're fine. Sorry, you'll
Okay.
just be going through grass and stuff. But yeah, I'll say you can just get there.
So, like, if I went here, can I see it through the trees, or do I have to go where Krieg is at more?
So, I would just say just treat it as like a normal combat thing. Yeah, there's trees there, but I'm not gonna let that be a huge obstacle for you. If you want to hide behind a tree to avoid getting it seeing you, that's another thing. That's completely fine. But I say where you are, you can see it.
Okay.
Sorry, I was also getting the bear for Oz. There we go. All right. So, what would you like
Yep.
to do?
Yep. Sorry, I'm looking for it.
It's all
I'm
good.
gonna bonus action cast my
I could read lips. I heard that. Saw that.
I can't find it. My magical
what-
weapon thing.
Your magical weapon thing.
Oh, there, arcane weapon. There we go.
Arcane weapon. All right.
So I'm gonna do that on my crossbow. So,
Bonus action.
so it makes it magical, and then I'm gonna choose poison for the extra damage if I make it.
All right. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please. Unless if you're averting its gaze.
No, I'm not.
All right.
22.
Perfect. All right. You're good. So you want to attack?
Yes, That's
Okay.
a 24 to hit.
Ooh, that hits.
Yeah.
Look at you, Mikil.
Yeah, no. I'm so cool.
You are cool.
No.
No.
No, I'm not
Okay.
complimenting me.
Don't.
Stop.
Stop it, Ron.
Okay.
Stop.
So that's 6 points of piercing
Okay.
and 9 points of poison.
Nice. Great job.
Go
That
me.
took a good chunk and actually got him right in the sternum, and the chest is just like you just see the flesh just kind of dripping down, and he shakes it. He shakes his like whole body, and then his like legs are stomping on the ground. Yeah, he's not happy about that. Next turn is actually I need Krieg and Mikil's horses to both roll Constitution saves as well.
Oh.
Oh, good.
I forgot about that.
$11.
Okay.
So, sorry, just to recap,
Mhm.
a saving throw is there anything added to a saving throw?
It's
Proficiency?
calculated if you're proficient in it. You add your proficiency bonus to
But
it.
I'm guessing we don't have any proficiency for horses and stuff.
On some animal stats, it doesn't show the proficiencies, but you look at their stats and you go
Yeah.
based on that. So if they have a con of 11, it's a 0 modifier, or if it's like 12, it's a
so I
plus
would
1,
just
that
add
kind of
the
thing.
+1 from the con.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's their innate ability to resist things.
Yep.
That's
Sure.
all.
I was just
Yeah.
asking if there was anything else could add to it.
No worries. Yeah.
15.
15. Okay. Mikil, your horse is fine. Krieg, your horse. You notice its hooves are starting to turn into stone, and it is restrained.
No.
Oh,
And your horse is trying to move around and looking back and forth, but you just see, just like it's starting, the fire on its hooves is starting to just extinguish as the stone is taking over. It is the basilisk's turn. Seeing that it got hit by Mikil, it is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20. Gonna to attack. Well, it's actually going to attack Mikil's horse because it's closest, so it's going to try to bite attack, unless if you want it to attack you, Mikil.
I'll take it.
Okay. Gonna make a bite attack. That is a 12 to hit.
Misses?
And that's the end of its turn.
All right.
Craig, it's your turn.
Alright.
See this basilisk trying to bite at Mikil. And the poison is just dripping from its mouth.
I'm gonna move down to it.
You're on your horse. Your horse is restrained.
I'll get off.
Okay. So you hop off your horse.
Yep. And then I will attack it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my heroic inspiration because I got a 1.
Do you want the heroic inspiration that I gave you for the D20?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to use it, go for it.
That's better. I will. It's 26 to hit.
That hits. Definitely hits.
Uh, 19 damage.
Ooh, looking pretty rough.
And then
Got it right on its back.
I'll attack it again.
All right.
18 to hit.
You're not averting your gaze, right?
No.
Okay. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. And the 18 does hit, yes.
19.
Okay, perfect. Doesn't affect you. And the 18 does hit, so feel free to roll your damage. To make sure, like, I know.
I dropped on my die.
No worries.
Alright.
I do think basilisks are pretty cute. Like, that would be kind of a cool little pet to have.
23 damage.
Put it turning to
Here
stone.
comes- yeah, Craig, you smash it to pieces. It is gone. It is dead.
Woohoo!
I do need your horse to make another Constitution saving throw, please.
I think it's plus 1.
4.
Oh no!
Oh no.
As you kill the basilisk, you turn around, you see your horse fully encased in stone and becomes like a stone sculpture right in front of your very eyes. It is petrified.
Oh,
Well, this isn't great.
I'm guessing you can't just unsummon it and resummon it, can you?
Every long rest?
Well, it's
Would
not.
it be like it's dead, Dan?
I'm looking here. Petrified creature is transformed along with any non-magical object it is wearing or carrying into a solid inanimate substance. Its weight increases by a factor of 10, and it ceases aging. Creature is incapacitated, can't move or speak, and is unaware of its surroundings. Attack rolls against it have advantage. Creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saves, resistance to all damage, immune to poison and disease. So it is still technically alive, it's just incapacitated, which is can't take actions or reactions. So technically isn't dead, but it's a stone horse right now.
Would lesser restoration work on it?
That's just what I was about to ask.
You can look at the spell. Let me take a look here.
Blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned, not petrified.
Mm-hmm. That's correct. So, lesser restoration would not work on this.
Well, I guess we can always wait a day and see if you can resummon it, but in the event that you can't, perhaps you can just crush the statue to bits in the hopes that it will put your horse out of its misery and you can resummon it, but there's no guarantee that that'll work.
What are you thinking, Craig?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Zymina's recommendation. And then I'll just be moving more slowly than the rest of you.
Right, so are you destroying your horse?
Yeah, I guess.
Alright.
Wait.
Hold up.
Alright.
If we want to take a long rest, I can get greater restoration, and that will remove petrification.
Oh yeah, I forget we have access to that. I don't know why I
Yeah,
thought
you
it
do.
was- we have
I was
level
like, I'm not going to
12.
tell you. Yeah, but this is the first time you guys have seen actual petrification take place in real time.
Yeah.
You realize how scary that can really be.
I
Is
mean,
that something that we want to do?
Sure, why not?
Well, even if we take a long rest, we could see if the horse gets resummoned too first.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think there's a chance that the horse doesn't get resummoned if we do it that way. And it just stays frozen. So,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
it hasn't really had any damage to it unless the petrification did anything. So I say I just break it, or no, sorry.
Okay.
We do the day for greater restoration.
Okay.
Because either way, we're waiting a day.
Right.
Alright, so are you taking a long rest here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
sure. Surrounded by the petrified remains of animals is quite relaxing in this stone forest.
So as you decide to go rest here, Oz, the black bear, is looking at you for more food. It's nudging at you.
Is there
I
any...
told you, Oz,
yeah.
that you guys would have to feed this thing and care for it.
I'm not giving it any of our food. If there's berries in the area, then I will direct it towards it, but...
I'm looking at Oz, and I'm looking around, and I'm just seeing what they're trying to do, and I go, if the bear could find food, don't you think it would have done so before begging?
As you look around Zymina, you do notice a couple things too. You do notice there is a tower, along with bats hanging from the edges of it.
Okay.
And it looks... Mhm. You do notice this huge tower towering over a cliff. Or not cliff, but just the rock formations. As you see the bats hanging from it as well.
Is this the same tower we
giant
saw in the distance?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, okay. The only large structure we've seen, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. I don't see any tracks around here from earlier, do I?
Feel free to make a survival check. You do notice that the tower is carved to look like a squat stone tree with twisted, stony boughs protruding from the walls.
My checks are better today than my initiative rolls. 23.
23, you do see that's those same elven footprints. More frequent around here now, leading to and from that tower.
In the middle of my chastising of Oz with the black bear, I kind of stop talking to their surprise and go, oh, well, we're at least on the right track to following those footsteps. They did go towards that tower over there, so whoever it is may live there. I mean, there are bats on the top of the tower, but I don't know that they're going to do anything, so...
Yeah, they hang like ornaments, so their wings are wrapped tightly around their bodies. You do also kind of have a feeling like maybe it was a security measure in case people were trying to climb the tower.
I suppose that would make sense.
Right. So what are you guys gonna do?
Are we done with the long rest?
I mean, I'll take watches in the event that we are not making it through the long rest uninterrupted.
Everyone cool with that?
Yep.
Sure.
Alright, cool. Alright, so you guys take a long rest. Who's doing shifts?
I'll do first and second. Might as well.
Alright.
I'll do the last one.
Alright, sounds good. Okay, sorry, Oz, you're just pointing the black bear to food?
Yeah.
Okay. It walks away from you. It is gone.
Have fun.
Okay, bye.
So first and second shift, nothing happens. Third shift. Greg, can you make a perception check for me, please?
Sure thing. Uh, 13 or sorry, 16. I don't know why
Okay.
I said 13.
That's okay, no worries. You do notice that the night and day cycles are a little bit different, you think? Like, the sun quickly moved in an instant and is gone, and then you instantly see stars and shooting stars in the sky, as well as a full moon. You also notice two trees about 10 feet in front of you uprooting and walking towards you. And they...
Guys, it might be a good idea to wake up.
What business do you have here in Willowwood? As you see, its trunks, the mouths, slowly splinter open. What is your name?
My name is Garrett Craig. We are explorers, venturing down to the deepest reaches of the Thunder Mountain, and we're trying to find our way down to the next level.
All right. I think she may want to hear from you.
Who is she?
Willow.
Oh, is that why it's called the Willowwood?
Among other things. We thrive in her ecosystem. We are grateful for her.
This is a beautiful, verdant forest.
I'm sure she would love to hear that. And these trees are pretty large, by the way. They're not just like little shrubs. They're towering over you, Craig. Almost giant-sized trees with their branches, and the canopies just looking over you, just like a big lock full of hair. As they look down at you, they don't seem malicious, but they do seem like they want to know who you are and why you're here.
And this is in the middle of the night, so we're just like woken up and being told that we can go there now.
That's what they're doing.
We will follow you. Or I will.
Well, I mean, we did wander into their area, I suppose, but it is a little late at night. And as I'm saying that, I just want to glean some insight into whether or not they're being deceiving. Like, is it harmless that they want us to meet this Willow, or does it seem like we're being lured into a trap?
Feel free to insight the trees.
Insight the trees, if only.
How much longer do we need before I would be able to restore the horse?
Well, you already slept the first 2 shifts, which is like 4 hours a pop, so you would be able to have it now.
Okay.
All right.
Rolled a 21.
21.
Looking between the leaves.
Sure. You do notice in the beginning they seem to be very alert, like on guard, like as if they're patrolling the area. They seem like they're just curious to see who you were and to see if you are of importance and what your intentions were. It looks like they were just making sure that you weren't causing trouble in the area or that you're trying to harm the forest in any way. In fact, actually, the more you talk, they actually sit down and you just see their roots just sticking out like curled toenails, as they are pretty nonchalant. All right, well, we can wait here until you're finished, and then we can escort you over there.
That would be
great.
Thank you.
Okay.
What are your names?
As I said, my name is Garrett Craig.
Just an FYI, that was my 1 5th level spell, so.
Oh, bless you.
Mm-hmm.
So the horse is good now because you did greater restoration on it, right?
Alright, well, we can always take another long rest. It's
I was
fine.
gonna say, let's just take another long rest while we're here.
Well, I'm Simina.
You see this huge branches extend to each of you with like some leaves at the end so that you can shake their branch hands.
Branch hands.
I'm Mikil.
And I am Oz.
Pleasure. I am Birch.
Of course you are.
And this is Cedar. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you both too. Welcome to Willowwood.
Thank you. Quite
Not
nice,
a lot
yeah.
Thank you. Not a lot of adventures come down here. Or whenever they do, they go down to other levels. But we always, if we do see any, pardon the term, foreigners, we make sure that they have no ill will towards the forest. Because Willow will not tolerate that.
We did see a bear wandering around looking for food, so...
Peter and Birch look at each other. Oh, that's normal here. It is the forest, after all.
He seemed oddly docile, though.
One thing we've learned from Willow is to not assume just with species. We both have had bad experiences with humanoid creatures in the past, but we don't judge them until they demonstrated their actions. We can learn a lot from nature. Everyone has different environments.
In her head, Zymene is just thinking, oh good, these guys will be dead by now if they meet the other people. Like,
Yeah, right.
yeah, they wouldn't live to have bad experiences because it would have been their last one.
Well,
Birch goes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
guess we're ready. Or I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, is
Alright.
there anything we should know about this Willow while we're on our way to meet her?
We owe a lot to her. She protects this forest and allows a huge, again, ecosystem to thrive here. It's peaceful here when it needs to be. And she defends us when our kind is in trouble. Just try not to antagonize her, because you will not win. Respectfully.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Oz gives Mikhail a hard look.
Want a fireball?
Smile.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
smile back.
where everything is vulnerable to fire damage.
Light up the forest.
Sure.
From the insight that Justin had done before, is that still up? Like it's like, sorry. I'm just
Are you
trying
asking
to,
if that carrying over to other insights?
yeah, like for what they're saying right now, like they owe
That's-
a lot to
that's a whole-
Willow.
That's a separate one.
Separate. I want to
Yeah,
roll
it's pretty much-
insight.
Okay.
Specifically, like the reverence to Willow. I want to see if it's like, if that's like real or if it's like more fear.
Smoke and
based?
mirrors or something.
Yeah.
Mhm. Sure, go for it.
Cool.
I just love that you guys are inciting trees. I love this so much.
Right.
Considering how much I've lied in this campaign.
17.
17, okay. Cedar and Birch seem honest. They seem very grateful for her. They seem very safe with her. Sorry, my Siri is going off. This is that seem. Yeah. So, yeah, they owe a lot to her. They also think she is very powerful, and don't think there's a lot of people that can hold a candle to her. They seem to be very forthright and honest with you, and it seems they feel more comfortable with you now, knowing that you're not a threat to the forest in the area that they know of. They're being pretty casual as compared to when they first met you.
Yeah. Alright. Let's go.
All right, follow me. And Cedar and Birch take you to front of the tower here, and I'll reveal more of the map. It is a beautiful map. Again, big shout out to Tyke Maps. I know you're not going to be watching, but like, again, like you saved me a bunch of time, and I love you so much. So, this is also a cave. So a cave that goes under the river. So just letting you know about that. because I accidentally showed it. So, boop. There you go. Yeah. So yes, you get to the tower here. You see the 13 giant bats that hang from these crumbling limbs. You do see at the base of the tower, on the south side, which is here, is the opening to the tower. As you go through, you just see old ruins again as well, connecting to the tower. And there's a door right here. It's a 12-foot high arched double door made of carved stone. A rope hanging next to the door rings a bell when tugged. A birch, the awakened tree, reaches out with its long branches and here, dong dong, dong dong, like that. A few moments pass, and you do see this figure, which is also another awakened tree. However, it is shaped in the likeness of Hallister. Its face is all branched. You see like bushy eyebrows that are just green. You see like normally gray hair, it's like green hair. Yes, well, what time of the day is it? Birch, what are you doing? We have guests. Hello, four of you. Good day. It is a little bit late, but I guess, Willow didn't make it midnight yet. We can definitely, Oh, well, 1 second. Hey, Willow, we got guests. Are you decent, dear, please?
Sound like walkie-talkie.
No, you just hear him shouting.
Okay.
Quick,
That's
Grissom,
great.
get back to your mother this instant. Sorry, 1 second. He opens the door. Willow, get your mutt out of here. It's gnawing at my drawers again. All right. Good. All right, follow me. Come on, come in. All right. So, oh, by the way, I am Hallistree. Pleasure. Pleasantry.
Of course.
Yeah, that is my name. Again, this is from the book. That is not my creation, so don't be mad.
Whatever you say, Dan.
It is Hallis. That's in the book. Yeah, so. So, Hallistree brings you in. You do see in this. Oops, here we go. By the way, Birch and Cedar just kind of hang out. There we go. Hallistree escorts you in. Now, wipe your shoes if you don't mind. Oh, great. Hello, wonderful. Hello. He reaches out his branchy arms as well, shakes your hand, reaches out. Hello. And takes you to a throne room while you see this. First thing you notice is a huge displacer beast that takes up this room. This area. Well, not that.
Oh, it's exciting.
Yeah. This is what you see here. You do notice there, and then you also notice an elf that is sitting on a throne that looks like this. Come on. Nope, that is not her picture. It's funny because like when I'm about to share a picture, it shows the generic version of a druid, but this is her face and what she looks like.
Okay.
Ah, she's cute.
She is, yes. So in this, dead leaves and twigs cover the dusty floor. The room has a vaulted ceiling 20 feet high. Stone pillars carved to look like trees support a 10-foot high 10-foot high stone balcony that runs along the north, east, and south walls. The tree stone branches serve as the balcony's railings. You see Willow, and you do hear Hallistree said this. Oh, this is Willow, and this is Crisson, her lovely displacer beast here. And you see Crisson, yes, Crisson, yes. You do notice Willow wears a gold key on a string around her neck, and you see her meditating. Her eyes are closed shut. And a throne of yellow crystal that stands in the western alcove. The throne has eyes carved into it as well. You do see Zymina, a secret door here, and a secret door here, leading into the other rooms there.
Okay. not going to pursue those right now, but yeah, noted.
Yes. And Willow's appearance. So she is a female elf as well. She's a moon elf druid, from what you gather, with eyes as green as emerald. Butterflies nest in her tangled black hair, and small critters gather around her feet. You do see a couple like squirrels and a couple like if they're gophers or beavers. They're just kind of like resting near her feet as well as she's meditating. And you hear Croissant start to growl a bit. And Willow opens up her very green eyes. Croissant, hail. Hello.
Okay.
Hello, you must be Willow.
It is I. Pleasant.
Birch and Cedar were instructing us to come and meet you as traveling adventurers. I'm Zymina, and this is the rest of my party.
Zymina, pleasure. Hello.
Krieg.
Craig.
Oz.
Oz.
Mikhail.
Mikhail. Very short names, easy to remember. Very nice. Halistri, you may excuse us for the moment. Oh, of course. All right. Pleasure meeting you all. All right. Right. Goodbye. See him go through these doors and up the stairs here. I must say, it's a pleasure to meet all of you. Zymina, was it?
Yes.
Pardon me from saying, you intrigue me the most. I feel we share a lot of similarities in different ways. Just by your appearance and what you wield on you.
Well, Cedar and Birch had mentioned something about you maintaining this ecosystem, so I can only imagine you're some sort of druid like myself.
You see her smirk a little bit, and you see her crack a smile as she nods. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? The butterflies in the hair really give off that appearance, does it?
I think it was more the woke trees than anything else. But
They are very woke indeed. They're very mindful of other people's feelings and what they identify as.
yes, they approached us in a very demure manner.
Very mindful, yes.
Very mindful.
Not a lot of
Very
other trees are as mindful as they are.
Absolutely.
No,
Pardon me.
nobody does woke trees better than you. You have the best trees.
That's very kind. You all seem pretty exhausted. How about we have a meal? Why don't we... Hold on. You see her have this gem in her hand, and then she closes her eyes and opens it. You see a huge dining room table take control of this probably like 40-foot wide, no, 10, 20, yeah, 40-foot long and 10-foot wide throne room. You see meats, cheeses, wine, fruit, vegetables, desserts, cakes like 9 layers high. If you're not hungry, that's fine, but I feel like we could all have a nice dinner if you want. It is late. Well, I guess I made it late, but if you want to eat, by all means.
Well, I'm sure you're aware that we are in the Undermountain and on level 5 of Hollister's dungeons, so time does pass differently here. I imagine we're all pretty happy to have something to eat, or at least drink in my case.
Yes. Oh, sorry, Croissant. I don't want to forget about you. You see her take, looks like a big cooked steak from the table and just throw it to Croissant, and Croissant starts gnawing at it. You see the fangs going out.
Can I do an insight check to like try to discern whether any of this would be poisoned or anything?
Sure. I'll let you make an Arcana or a Insight.
Okay.
Anyone who wants to make an Arcana Insight can definitely do so.
I guess I'll make one.
Okay.
No, if I die, I die.
Rolled a 7.
19.
Okay, yeah, Craig, you don't know.
27.
27 for
God.
Arcana. Okay.
Slay.
And what did you get, Oz?
19 for insight.
19 for Insight. I'll start with the Insight. Seems pretty straightforward. She's very stoic. She's being polite. She's observing all of you very much. Even though she is a very calm presence about herself. She is looking at all of you and making sure you're not getting out any weapons, that you're going to be doing anything crazy. She is very observant and very socially aware. It seems like she's a very good conversationalist and is a very wise person. Mikhail, you do notice that what she casted seemed to be a spell. It was Hero's Feast.
Oh wow, great.
Which seems to be your knowledge is 6th level spell.
Yeah. I try to just not stealthily, but I just kind of try to get eye contact with everybody just to like give them like a little nod or like a little cue that like the food is okay.
I had already been sipping from a glass of wine before you said anything or did anything. So it was
I'm gonna start eating. Sorry, let me rephrase this. I would start eating something, a steak. I don't know, birds. I'm
you can eat whatever you want. You're
anthropomorphic. I'm gonna have a steak and some grapes and something.
Steak and grapes.
I will say,
Oz also sits and starts eating, but is trying to be very mindful of manners and appropriate etiquette.
Sure. She also made food for your horses as well, because it's 12 creatures.
Nice.
So she gives separate trots of fresh fruits and oats for your horses as well if they want to take a break. She actually nods and smiles and sees your horses too. Looks at you, Mikhail, with her nat 20 perception that she got, and says to you and says, "Oh wow, so I assume that people have betrayed you in the past. Is that what I understand?"
Just
making sure everything's good.
A little precaution doesn't hurt anybody.
That's kind of undermining it. You can be honest with me, even if you don't want to be. I would advise you to be honest with me, though.
Oh, well, of course we've gotten screwed over in the past, so we have to take precautions.
Yes. Well,
this is delicious!
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
I'm looking for. Is there a leg of mutton on the table?
Oh yes, huge, Flintstone style. You kind of wonder if she kind of catered that to you a little bit.
It probably was.
And it has some of the best food you've had in a while. Even surprises your cooking. Even though it's magical, it's still really delicious.
In regard to what she said to Mikhail in their conversation, does that mean to just insert herself as she does? Seeing as we do come from the surface, especially water deep, it's very hard to know who you can and can't trust. Everyone's looking out for themselves, so it's just what we're trying to do, especially down here with not knowing anything about the areas we're in or below.
What brought you down here? Treasure? Adventure?
A little bit from A to Z, if we're being honest, but mostly under Category C for contract.
I love that so much, Justin. Thank you so much, because I said contractually obligated.
Yeah, I thought of what you had said the last time, so I'm only playing off of something you guys.
I like that. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, if there's things that we can take that will help us without creating trouble for us, of course we can, but for the most part, it's to make it to the deepest part of the dungeon through a contract we had made with another party on the surface.
Well, if you're going down to the deepest depths of this undermountain, you're looking to meet Hallister.
Well, at least we've already met Hollis Tree, which I'm assuming you may be familiar with Hollister, if that's the case.
Hollis Tree was like, "Do you need me? I heard my name!" Hollis Tree, we're fine. Please, get some rest for the night. All right. Sorry about that. He's very helpful. That was made by Hallister himself. I'm sure you've figured that out.
Yeah.
Well, it's quite intriguing to know that you are traversing. I guess congratulations from traversing through the first 4 levels and making it here.
Thanks.
It hasn't been easy, that's for sure.
No, it hasn't.
I can imagine.
Looks at Oz.
What happened? What happened with Oz?
I died. You know.
Oh,
So nonchalant about it. I swear.
and you're alive? Are you undead? Or are you...
No.
Yeah, okay. You got revivified.
Yeah.
No, we
Okay.
were able to revivify them.
Okay. Well, congratulations on still being alive.
Thanks.
That's...
I'm enjoying
You're
it
welcome.
quite much.
No, that's good. Yeah, so, I guess I should give you a little bit of intel about myself, if you would like, and about the area that you're in. So, this is Willowwood. That was not a name I gave it to myself. I don't like to be very infatuated with myself. That was the name Hallister deemed this. Yes, I do know of him. We have an understanding, and he, I will say, has been fortunate enough to allow me to control this level and live among the wildlife here and the trees. I mean, we have a river, we have trees. Natural selection happens, but Hallister repopulates the creatures here, if we're short of any.
I mean, I know a lot of druids that do prefer the solitude of nature and animals over people, but it doesn't bother you at all that this is all magical and not, I don't want to say true nature, but the real world, in so to speak. We are still in a dungeon.
We are. However, this is the best I have right now. And I'm being grateful for it. I know other levels are not as lucky. I know a couple levels up, I'm sure you've run into quite a whole community of different creatures over there. As
Well,
well as
aside
the
from the
one...
ones being controlled by the aboleth, sure.
Oh, yes, the one. That's why not a lot of people get down here. The aboleth, from my understanding, makes quick work of them, or if not, the drow as well. Uato, I'm not too worried about. They're pretty religious fanatics. Pardon me if any of you are super religious. Looks at Oz. But yeah, that's why I'm wary of people here, and that's why I have helpers such as Cedar and Birch to make sure that no one's causing the trees to be on fire or anything. I do have, if you don't mind me, I do have a few rules within this area here. Again, don't, I hate saying this, but don't try to antagonize me. No, I don't have the energy nor the time, and I do not want to have to use my spells to be harmful. But I don't see that as a problem. I think with the four of you, you seem to be very aware of that. Another rule I have, just if you visit it, it's fine, but I think it's for your best interest to avoid them. Try to steer clear of the goblin werebats that are south of here as well. To make a long story short, I allowed certain cultists to be here to pray to their god. And they were violating the rules and trying to destroy the forest, so I destroyed them instead. And
Natural selection.
Exactly. See her smile a little bit. And so a couple of goblin werebats moved here. I let them live here as long as they try not to stir too much trouble, but of course they can still fight and eat whatever they want. Just be careful, because they can affect werebat lycanthropy.
Ah, yes, we have come across were-rats, though.
Oh, yes. Were-rats. There's a lot of were creatures here. Those are the only were creatures we have here in Willowwood. We do have also a dragon here as well. Him and I are allies. We see each other eye to eye, so you don't have to worry too much about him. Just try to... oh yeah,
Not
show
antagonize him either.
just show him respect when it's due. It's Green Dragon. Just he's a little bit younger too, so just show him respect, and all of it will be fine too.
We have a dragon friend as well on
Oh,
the
you do?
surface.
What's his name? Oh, their name. Excuse me.
Zelipharn?
Oh,
Am
okay.
I
That's a
remembering
nice
that
name
correctly?
for a dragon. How long have you known Zalafar for?
About a
What
month, I would
about
say.
a month? Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you must be good friends.
Well, we don't get a chance to see him too often since he is unfortunately not able to go into the town of Waterdeep without causing the guards to make a fuss. Though
Are
he
you
is
being
harmless.
Are you being deceptive in any type of way with that question, with that response, or you're
Me,
trying
no.
to? Okay.
No, that's the truth, isn't it?
I mean, technically, yes. She's just gonna like look and see if there's any like, if it was an excuse for not seeing him. That's all.
No, that's
Okay.
the truth.
No
Besides,
worries.
we've been pretty much busy since we entered this contract, so we don't have a lot of time in between dungeon visits.
Oh, I see. Okay. No worries. Well, his name is Tirulai. Tearulai.
Hmm.
Um, please notice there is a sword stuck in his skull. That is meant to be there. Please don't try to remove it. Thank you in advance.
Interesting.
I do have a question. If
Of
you
course,
were,
ask
if
away.
you were finished with, there was a Durgar, that came down to this level, and he had a dagger on him that was stolen.
Okay.
And we are trying, one of our tasks that we're trying to do is return the dagger to its rightful owner.
All right. I assume you're asking me where he is or where you think he may be hiding.
If you have any knowledge as to the whereabouts of either the Durgar or the dagger, it would be most helpful.
I only saw one. I think they went to a lower level. That is south of here. I do want to ask one thing, if you don't mind me being so upfront. We do have a couple cloakers that have taken refuge north of the tower here, that have been kind of disrupting the ecosystem here. If you are able to kill them, eradicate them, that would be extremely helpful, and I can get you information on ways to get down to 2 levels. There's one way that goes down to level 6, and another one to level 7 from here. And then also, we do have multiple gates here, and I can tell you where they are, where they lead to, and what you need to do to open them, if you think that's a good trade.
Well, we did kill one cloaker, though there are still 2 there. At least the one that was trying to lure the ones closer, so that one's been taken care of.
Oh, that's good. That was the main problem, because they would try to lure in, a whole bunch of different types of prey and friends, and yeah, it's. I'm happy it's gone. You see her just kind of give like an easy smile as she says that. But you don't have to go right now if you want to take a long rest. I know it's later. I showed you that, but you can definitely go there, and then you can let me know that they're gone, and then I can tell you the information.
I think we could probably manage that. And she looks at the rest of the party if they want to, and she looks at Mikhail like, "Oh boy, you get your chance."
Yeah, woohoo. I just want to say, I really like your kitty.
Oh,
And
Croissant?
yeah, Croissant.
Yes.
Yeah, this is just such a different name. I've never heard that before. How did you come up with it?
Roll a deception check.
Oh my god. It was like, did she not just say be honest? And you just see as I mean a look over at Miko like,
Actually, we have heard of it.
Yeah, well, we're gonna see what we have here first. Okay, that one's cocked. Okay.
we're going against a wisdom character.
Come on.
Gurker. Where's the
Oh my
Gurker? Okay, what did you get?
I got an
Mikhail?
18.
Okay.
Thank God.
She actually believes you. I rolled really low for her. You do notice when very faintly, Zymina, like the eyes, they kind of gleam a little bit on her throne. Says, "Okay, yeah, Croissant is it's a name. It still means a lot to me, but I don't know if you want to begin into romance. It's the name of an ex that I gave to my lovely friend here, and she's always by my side.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Hey, Croissant, come!" And you see Croissant get up and go say hi. Croissant goes by.
Kitty! Rah, rah, rah.
An ex.
Just nuzzles you.
An ex that you killed.
Okay.
Wow.
Did you
So
say
you
that
have
loud?
heard of this.
When we got here,
I-
we came across a gravestone that had a will-o-wisp above it,
Okay.
and they were very
Vengeful.
Angry.
Demanding.
Yeah.
More like
demanding, yes, vengeful, full of malice.
Mikhail, was it?
Yup.
Craig, okay. I think if you are to pursue further in these levels, you need to be on the same page if you're going to lie to me. Because other people won't be as forgiving.
I would just ask why you killed him.
Well, he tried to kill me. Should I kill him now? It was merely self-defense. So, Croissant was named after a human mercenary that I befriended many years ago. Before the friendship could blossom into a romance, Hallister stepped in the way and used his magic to turn Croissant against me. I had to kill Croissant in the woods with the help of my several forest friends, and I vowed never to let another mortal touch my heart so deeply again. I do have conflicted feelings about Hallister. I'm grateful for providing me and my friends a home and keeping Willowwood alive with its magic. But she looks up in the sky. I do blame him for my true love's death, Yanarg. I pity Hallister. You know, he appears to be trapped in a prison of his own making as well. But I believe that he's no longer human, but he's an immortal entity composed of pure magic with a wave. That's why I don't want to get rid of, well, there's no hope of getting rid of him. I'm sure you're wondering who Yanark was. Over 200 years ago, I fell in love with Yanark. He would give me a rose every single day. He was a wizard in league with Hallister, and I returned with him to the Undermountain, hoping to spend my life with him, and my happiness faded quickly when the dungeon proved to be a far cry from the woods I called home. Alistair, at least from what I heard, used several wish spells to create a magical forest for me, as well as Yanark, as like a little gift for our love. However, Yanark forbade me from ever returning to the surface. Our relationship soured and turned violent. The volley of spells on both my side and his resulted in his death. All that remained was just undying grief and enroaching madness I had, and not to mention guilt. So this is my home now in the Undermountain. I don't remember the surface too much, because who knows how much time I spent here. I let people pass through my domain, but I do get violent and kill people and kill creatures that threaten this land. I loved him a lot. And I'm sure you're wondering about the weather and about the climate here. Hallister gifted me a calendar in my quarters that I can change on a whim to any season I want. I plan changing it to autumn tomorrow because that's my favorite.
I love autumn.
This is my favorite season as well. Life returns to death and begins anew.
You and I need to have a conversation. Looking at Zemina. Again, I'm sure Birch and Cedar mentioned, even though we have our differences, whether it's religious figures, politics, hobbies, interests, races, we're all part of nature. One individual creature does not define the rest of their species. I'm sure if you and I were to walk down the streets, people would look at us differently. How can those two get along with each other? But the fact of the matter is, one is just as important as the other. I, of course, you see, stereotypical druid. You are the afterlife. The druid of the deceased, which brings new life and celebrates the old.
Ironic that you would be of the lighter elves and I of the darker, well, not initially anyway, and both have... It's like a cycle. Meeting you here today is quite fated. Though
Sorry,
I do... What?
Oh, I said I didn't mean to be so heavy on all of you, but I wanted to clear things up.
No, I think we've had our share of heavy, so it's not nearly as heavy as you think it may weigh on us. Though I do have a question for you.
By all means.
In the event that Hallister does die, or perish, or fade away, or whatever a being of pure magic can do once defeated, what will happen to this domain? And if the answer is the magic fades, how will you return to the surface, if at all that you will?
I don't know. Well, I guess we'll just have nature take its course. I've lived over 200 years. In heartbreak. And guilt. If I die now, I die now.
Well, I can say, as someone who has lived over 1,000, those emotions will pass, and you'll have a new stoicism within you, but does not cloud your emotional judgment. So I would say to further ponder on your current situation and see if it's worth continuing this cycle or opting out for a new cycle of things. Sometimes it's just perspective.
I agree. It's definitely refreshing to have a conversation with someone who's on the other side of the druid scope. Quite enlightening, really. Well, I see we're kind of wrapping up with our meal here. I am willing to give all of you a tour of the castle, well, of the tower if you want. Otherwise, if you want to retire for the night, outside you can, but I will speak with Hallistry and let him know that you are to be trusted for now, and looks at Mikhail. And looks at Craig. As long as you try not to ruffle too many feathers. No pun intended. Then You are more than welcome. Yes?
I was like, well, while you do bring that up, I know you had mentioned your initial rules, but if we're to be attacked and we defend ourselves amidst things, is that conflicting with any of your ecosystem?
No. The predator was trying to get you the prey, and if the prey fights back and the predator loses, that's nature.
And if we come across anything that is valuable or that we can use, that is of course not within your personal sanctum, is that something that would anger the ecosystem either?
Not at all. It's just like it's just like a squirrel finding a nut.
I don't know why that was me, not Zymita. She would not laugh at that. I just don't know why. Of all the things, that's what she would say, Dan. But it's so good.
Groundlings improv really helps.
Yeah, I mean, and it fits with her being a druid. It's just like, oh, I don't know what I expected. Well,
she may not have a high charisma, but she's white.
Right.
Jokes don't land all the time. But yeah.
No. Well, I mean, she'll smile in that reference just because, I mean, it like was funny in a way she didn't expect it to be, but we're just making sure that it's nice to have one level of this dungeon in which we can walk around freely without fear of being mind controlled or teleported to another dimension or plane. So we don't want to ruin what we already have.
You are
she'll
more
like
than
take a
welcome.
sip of her wine.
You can definitely use this as a sanctuary. We do have gates here again. As long as you fulfill your end of the deal, I can tell you where these lead. So if you look to teleport back here and make a safe base out of it, if you want to take out a piece of land, just don't chop down the trees, please. That's another requirement. Don't chop down the trees. Don't try to purposely destroy the forest. Anything else is fine. Any other questions for me? Otherwise, I can take you on a quick little tour and show you around. The auto game, which will be next episode.
Gotcha. Right. I mean, I don't think I have anything yet to add since we've done so much talking, but perhaps my companions have anything they'd like to add or ask. I mean, it feels like death follows all of us.
Literally.
Literally.
I'm good. All of my questions were answered.
I'm good.
Are you good? I mean, I can. She's being very direct on this. She says, if I want me to leave, I'll allow you two to talk it out because I think you have to be on the same page with a lot of things. It's easy when you work as a team and just one little disagreement could really throw things out of control. I do have one question for you though, Mikhail. Why were you intending to be dishonest with me with that name?
Just wanted information. That's how I know how to get it.
That was my next question. So you're more of a sneaky, deceptive opportunist. Not to attack you, but that's your way to gather information.
Absolutely.
Is kind of stealing it from people. Alright. At least now I know. How about you, Craig? Anything for me?
I didn't want to put us on the wrong footing with you. I didn't know how you would feel about us encountering him, and he wanted us to, his spirit wanted us to harm
Kill
you.
me. Well, I appreciate you not following through with that. And not to boast my abilities. But even though it may not work out for well for me, it may not work out well for you for either. And I'm happy we didn't get to that point, and I'm happy you asked me before acting upon other reasons. if you want to put an end to his vengeance and misery and kill him, I will leave that up to you. That is not against the rules. If you want to get rid of that, that's perfectly fine. If you think you can take him on, be my guest. It's a shame that it's resorted to that. I can't have someone keep on threatening me, which threatens the rest of this whole land.
Well, it does seem that the Will-O-Wisp has killed a halfling in one of the guard towers south of where the gravestone was, so whether it'll interrupt anything else, hard to say, but at least you're aware of the vengeful spirit.
Yeah, we have that certain area roped off with the giant smiters and ettercaps, excuse me. They have their own areas there. That's their home, so I'm not concerned. All right. I think after we have our tour, you two should probably talk and work things out, or probably all four of you, because if you guys are going to have these disagreements in the future, it won't be as kind. And that's where we're going to roll out today's episode. So yeah.
Sounds good.
Not on that bitter note. Okay.
So, yeah, again, out of game, this is my favorite level because, from what you gather, you can use this as a sanctuary. Because the levels can be kind of exhausting to go through. And if you need a safe space, there's plenty of space here in Willowwood. And if you have a good relationship with her, and she's just asking you to take care of the cloakers and tells you where the exits are and the gates, should be good. But yeah, guys, thank you again so much for watching. Again, we won't be having a stream next Sunday, so I will definitely have a nice break, as well as our players. And thank you again, and please share the world about us. But remember, this is Roll or
Roleplay.
Roleplay. Bye, guys.
Mm-hmm.